Everyone, Silent here, and welcome back to another live stream here on the truly Bedrock server. The thing that you just heard was a random TikTok. I don't know what it was about, but I closed it real quickly because it signed me out of TikTok again. Because I don't know, man. We're not gonna have TikTok chat again tonight. I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway. Also, I've turned off the music on the YouTube live stream side, so if you realize that there's no music over there, that would be why. Because I get like 100 copyright claims on every single one of these live streams, and I want to start leaving these as public on the YouTube side. So we're just gonna not do that. But if you're watching on Twitch, you'll have music, or on TikTok, then that's how that'll happen. So that's that. Anyway, let's welcome all the people here. We got Hani and Mochi and Sultan, Archangel and POA, and Nappy along with Archangel of Death. Again, we got Treebeard's Uncle and Salt along with Ben. Hello, welcome in. We got Grim the Wolf and Curly. How you doing? We also got Guard and the Reclaimer Fishbow. I almost said Fishbowl. Very close, very close. We got Padfoot and Ash as well. Welcome in. It's Treebeard's Uncle again. We got Leo and Muffin Man. I've heard of the Muffin Man. We got Leo again. Jeez, saying all the names twice. That's how you know I like you, I guess. Now, you might be wondering, who am I and what have I done with Silent? Because I can barely keep a normal stream schedule. And it's Wednesday! So you're getting a bonus stream! Boom! Be glad. Don't ask questions. Don't worry about it. I just really, really wanted to build a thing today. Also, you'll notice that our splash text says hashtag Minecraft Farms. I thought that was cool. So that's why we're on the main menu. All my packs are still on. Wow, amazing! They didn't get turned off. That's crazy. Right, I need to bring over the TikTok, the tickety talk chat, because that's just not gonna pop up tonight. I don't know why it keeps logging me out. That's silly. Oh, there's the world for the thumbnail. Please ignore that. Schedule, throw it out the window. Yeah, it's not like we really kept the schedule that well anyway. Okay, so if you watched the last live stream, then you'll know that we built up this doohickey right here, and apparently it's broken, but that's fine. We'll figure that out later. Don't worry about it. Jeez, you guys tell me my things are broken before I figure it out for myself. Where's the fun in that? So the first thing that I want to change, but I guess I should explain what it is if you haven't seen it. It's 6 layers of flower farmage. Each one of these is producing like 110,000 items per hour. I don't know. I thought it was like 690,000 items an hour. I'm pretty sure that's about what it is. So that's about what it is. And that's what I put in the titles. So if it's not that, then like, I don't know, sue me, I guess. Or don't. I don't have money. I need money for the groceries. So we need to swap all those hoppers going to the side. That way, you know, they only hold 5 stacks of items, because otherwise if they're pointing straight downwards, they're going to be filling up this hopper right here, and that would be storing 10 stacks of items. So that's why we need to swap those out, go in the other direction, and I guess the most convenient way to do that would just be pillar up there, right? And then apparently I broke one of the lower layers. I don't know, something about, yeah, egg money. Something about one of the flowers is off. I don't know, man. Listen, I just work here. I just work here. I can't be held liable for shenanigans. And then the main goal of tonight is to build up ourselves a mega composting tower. Just all the composting power that you can get. Is our target block. So we have so many items that are coming out of this thing. We need to be able to send all of those items into a composting tower, and then we will have all those get composted down into bone meal. We're going to recycle that bone meal back into this farm so that it's self-sufficient. I never need to come up here and mess with this thing or refill it or restock it or do anything like that. It's just going to work, darn it. Just imagine I said that in Todd Howard's voice. Oh, wait, I forgot to put water back on one of these, didn't I? I shouldn't have a water source. Hold up, please. We gotta go back up. And villagers linking to all those compost. Oh, yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that. Did not think about that. That's fine. They'll only be within range of, like, one of the iron farms, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We have goals. We have so many goals. We just actually reached one of our goals. Today, we reached 100,000 followers on TikTok, so that's pretty cool. It might have happened, like, last night, but I didn't stay up to see it. That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, we like it. That's very good. That's our second ever platform ever anywhere to reach 100,000, so thank you guys for that. Making a compact automatic block farm. So I have a few farms like that. So, you know, of course there's whatchamacallit, there's the cobblestone and stone farms. Those are pretty easy. Those are pretty compact. I'd say that fits your requirement. There's also the moss farm, and that's pretty easy and compact. That also produces bone meal too. So I got you covered over on the YouTube channel. All the tutorials you could ever need. Where's Foxy? He's off playing Create. He's on the Create SMP. Go watch his videos. Right then, so, is that all of them done? I feel like that's pretty much all of them done. I don't know why this bottom layer had 5 stacks of bone meal in it. I feel like that shouldn't have had that much in there, because we definitely didn't, like, stockpile that, unless it wasn't using bone meal. Hold up, is that the problem? Was it not using bone meal? Because I feel like all the other ones were using bone meal. Yeah, we gotta figure out why this bottom layer is broken. I don't know why it's broken, but apparently, allegedly it's broken. Face reveal now that TikTok has over 100,000. That was not the deal. If TikTok reaches 10 million, then, like, maybe. There's a flower in there. You just can't see it because the ray tracing pack. I don't know if it's the right flower. It's the white tulip. Pretty sure that's the right one. Allegedly. Oh, I'm not going to have enough blocks to fill this back in. I didn't bring the blocks with me. This had redstone on top. Okay, well now it's broken. Lily's the one that I'm missing. The one above this? Oh. Well, why didn't you say so? White tulips are light gray. Yes, I know that they're light gray. We've been over this. It doesn't make sense. I refuse to accept it. I substitute your reality with my own. I also cannot get out of this hole. Okay, we need grass and all that kind of stuff. Right then, so we need all that. I know that! I know how the dyes work. I'm the one that chose the flowers for the dye. Jeez, you guys lecturing me on what flowers produce what dye. I'm the one that put it all together. Jeez. Let's see. So that one's right. Let's go up a layer. I'm gonna have to break that out. Go up a layer. Jump on down and get in here. Oh, wait. Did I not bring the flower that I need? I didn't bring the flower that I need. Hold up. Please hold. Surely we have enough of those flowers already. Watch a sugarcane. Lily of the Valley. Yeah, let's just grab one of those. If there's a Lily of the Valley in there, I'm going to be saying I told you so. You were in dog class. Did they teach you how to be a dog there? I'm very curious now. That's a flower. It's just the wrong one, isn't it? Yeah, okay, fine. You're right. Yeah. Rub it in. This one time, you were right. Okay. Wonder how I messed that up, because we had to come down here to swap out a flower anyway. Poppies. I know that poppies make red dye. Guess what? Sunflowers make yellow dye. Jeez. But what color do red tulips make? Orange, because Minecraft. Oh, this is on 4 ticks? I think we can have this on 3. Have you seen the new vanilla redstone LEDs? With, like, the tinted glass? Did they finally add that to the deferred technical preview? Not the, what's it called? Vibrant visuals. Did they finally add that to vanilla? That'd be so good if they did. I saw the Toy Cat thumbnail, like, we need this. And I was like, that's what I've been saying! I've been saying that we need redstone rainbow lighting in Minecraft for, like, this entire season. And longer. If they finally add it and Toy Cat gets the credit, I'm gonna be like, bruh. Come on! It's the whole point of this base. There are no red tulips. You know what? Surely there is. Let's tag from years ago. Surely there is. Oh, do you mean like the like screen technology? You making like the RGB screens? Yeah, I've seen a couple thumbnails of that. There's our there's red tulips. Get out! I know what I'm talking about. Boom! There's 3 red flowers, maybe 4. There's the red tulip, there's the poppy, and then there's the rose bush. Did I do a video saying that we need this with the pretty rainbow colors on the thumbnail? No. Then no soup from me. Well, okay, that's perfectly reasonable. Actually, now that you say it that way. Now that you say it that way, I understand. I understand. I gotta like really put it out there. I can't just say it in one of the many thousands of live streams and different videos. Okay, it's gotta be in the title. Okay, well, I'll just make all my worldviews in the title then. How about that? You know. I feel like that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna do another bubble column real quick. And that'll be great. So we have, this is like the item input, right? So you drop bone meal down there, it goes bloop de doop, and then it goes whoop, and then it goes, and then it goes down, and then it goes down and over. You gotta make sound effects, otherwise it doesn't work. I stopped making sound effects, it stopped working. So at the bottom of this, it goes over. Right now we just have like a hopper down there, but that's not gonna pick up anything. So we're gonna have another bubble column on the far side of this, and we're gonna have it be right here, if I can. It looks like that's possible. Cool, there's no redstone to the cardinal directions, so we are good. We'll just put the dude right there. It'll be great. Though I do need to get some filler blocks for this. I don't know how, but I just flew through the farm. Did I know that watching silent stream reduces your stress by 1 pickup point for every stream you watch? Wow. That's not very much. This is coupled deep slate. Why can't I make... Oh, I was on the wrong tab. It's not under construction? It's under nature? Who put these tabs together? That's stupid. These things are made out of, like, smooth stone. You can get that from the world. Why is this on a nature tab? Whatever. That's why we're on the... I almost called that spyglass. The magnifying glass tab. You know what? I got so many things I want to complain about today. You guys are in for a treat. It's great. Was the sugarcane bamboo farm the model from 2 years ago? I'm not sure the exact date, but probably. I think I showed this in my video on, like, what's the best sugarcane farm in Minecraft. I didn't say that was the best sugarcane farm in Minecraft. I just said, what's the best sugarcane farm in Minecraft, right? So you gotta, yeah. I think it's pretty good, though. Yeah, so it's the same design. I just had to swap out all of the, whatchamacallit, all of the walls that were in there with... Oh, what do you call it? Fence kits. Why can't I put this down? I'm trying to click on it and it just wouldn't put it down. Also, I think you guys didn't catch something. Oh no, I put the button back. Okay. I was like, I thought I forgot to put a button right there. Because I knew I broke one. Anyway. Yeah, so the walls no longer work. You gotta use fences. Fence gates, in particular. But that's no big deal, is it? And then we'll put a little bit of concrete right here, and we can go ahead and flood this down, shall we? A ranting stream. Yeah, I don't have much to rant about. Just the normal shenanigans of Minecraft. You know, no big deal. Nothing terrible. Just the stuff that we do every stream. I forgot to get kelp. That's an important thing, isn't it? Also, I could really use like a little walkway right here. Thank you. Perfect. What? I went up there. Come on, game. I really need like a trident. I'm gonna be launching out of this all the time. Don't let the kelp near the bees? What? Do they not like kelp? Are they allergic to kelp? I didn't know this. Let's go try it out. What happens if you feed a bee kelp? Do they get gas or something? Can bees fart? Do they just explode? Oh, Munchie. That would do it. Yeah, nothing happens. So sad. So sad. Yeah, Munchie won't let us live down the kelp incident. Oh. Almost went up the wrong area. You can't place this on glass? What is even happening? So I just have to place it on diorite. Who got me into Minecraft? Kind of a bunch of people. So I was playing quite a bit of Minecraft, of course. And then I wanted to learn how to do redstone, because that was like kind of the only thing I hadn't really done, right? I was like, okay, well, I'm a professional Minecrafter. I know all kinds of things about this game. I can win in the battle minigame lobbies, and I know a bunch of trivia, and I can put the blocks together to do a build, but I don't know any redstone. So I tried to learn a bunch of redstone. So I ended up watching some Mumbo and some Tango videos. And then boom, I turned into a Minecraft YouTuber overnight. That's just how that worked. It's crazy how that happens. You gotta watch out. They'll get you. once you go, you can't go back. Yeah, it doesn't place on Soul Sand. It's really annoying. But yeah, I started watching a bunch of Hermitcraft Season 4. Season 4! What season are we on? Season 30? I don't know. Season 4, though. Way back in the day. I was there before Mumbo reached 1 million subscribers. And then, he's building his big floaty drone base. It was pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of how I got my start. I was like, well, this looks kind of fun. I want to do that. Okay, so all of our extra bone meal is going to come up right here, and then where's it going to go? I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. I just wanted it to come up. Shulkerbox says sub to Plod. I'm sure it does. It does. It does. Fair enough. How do you get the name to be some color other than pink? I think you can do like /color or something. There's some way to do it. There's some way to change your name color on Twitch. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. So now we need to decide where we're going to have this big old composter builder. Composter builder building. That's really important. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have... Okay, let's decide where we want it first. Yeah, that was the first thing. Decide where we want it. I think it was going to go over there. Allegedly. And that nice little square right there. Any objections? Speak out now or forever hold your peace. Is that how that works? We're treating this like a wedding. Or is that what they say at weddings? I don't know. Yeah, so red corner, it's the closest color that we have to composter color. Because they're like brownish. And red's kind of, you know, it's over there. So I think we're going to shove it in that corner. Mostly because it's far away from everything else that's going to hide behind the gold farm. Which, don't point out that you can see through the gold farm. It's not important. Listen, you're defeating my argument right now. And I don't like it. Objection, Your Honor. That completely destroys my argument. Let's see. So, we need to have our items come out of here. And I think we will... Obviously, we're going to do a tracer for that. Oh, we're going to have a crossroad tracer. Ooh, we haven't had one of those before. So if we build a tracer coming out of the farm, like, let's see, right here would be middle. So if we build a tracer right here, that would be going over to, I don't know, here-ish. Kind of like this. And then we have our composter building. Put another one right there. And then we're going to have a tracer coming out of the iron farm right here. Boop. And then guess what? Crossroads. And then, oh, God. Oh, geez. We have to fit a tracer through this little corner right here. Oh, that's not going to happen. I should have thought about that. I have to move that bubble column somewhere. Make Crowley to make a deal. Yes, Supernatural's great. You know what? We'll just send this crossroad up and over the gold farm. It'll be horrible. Why go underneath it, which wouldn't actually be that big of a deal, when you can go over it and make it a really big deal. Yeah, so I kind of want there to be 2 outlets from this farm. as well. So we're gonna have one outlet like maybe right here. So this is gonna be, oh no, never mind. I'm stupid. Yeah, we already decided that we're gonna have an outlet over here. Yeah. So we have an outlet like right here, and that goes over there. And then, no. We're doing this wrong. It's gonna be a double crossroads. Ta-da! Yeah, double crossroads. It's gonna be even better. Because bone meal's got to go back. It's got to be a two-way street. Bone meal's got to go back. Yeah, so it's gonna be like this. These two are definitely off center. It's gonna be like this. Okay, that's gonna be horrible. Okay. Okay, I can dig it. Can you dig it? I can dig it. And then this one's gotta go right here. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, okay. Let's get some concrete so we can actually, like, mark out the size of that building. Future me will hate it. No, it's actually gonna be really easy. Because we just make, like, this be a air block, air block, air block, and then we have a water stream right here. And then all the items will just go this way. They'll just, like, skip over. Iron farm items will just, like, go this way. And then all these items will go this way, back over here. So these items will drop down. They'll just fall down over there somewhere, and then they'll go up this bubble elevator. So, like, this input was always temporary anyway. And then... yeah, so this would probably be our flour output. So flour, yeah, I'm sure we have a redemption. You guys gotta let me know in chat when you do one of those, because they don't show up anymore. On Twitch chat, there used to be like a little like highlighted message thing when you guys did one, but that doesn't happen anymore. So like it just, yeah. I don't think there's a way for me to do that. Anyway, so this is gonna be our item out. Boop. And this is gonna be our bone meal back in. And then we're also gonna have an item out over here, because we're gonna siphon off some flowers. We're gonna siphon off a few flowers. So these are flowers that will actually go to the storage system, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of the logistics of that thing. Hopefully that makes sense. We just gotta build that, and that's all fairly simple. Actually, it's just a little bit of water stream, a little bit of water streamage, using hotbar slots 2 through 9. So I'm not allowed to use them, but I guess I can have items on them. Okay, fair enough. Well, we mostly just need rockets right now because we're not doing that. I need to start a timer for that. Where's my timer? Boom, there it is. Flowers aren't real; they're a figment of my imagination. Pretty sure that's a flower over there. Is it? Let's go find out. Yeah, look at this. They're just a figment of my imagination, guys. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's gone. Seeing things. Name one of the chests in the storage room sub to Sloy. We can do that. We can do that. Yeah, that's just the texture pack that we're using. We might actually have a fix for that in the texture pack already. Right then. So what are we doing? Stuffing things. It's a bug in the ray tracing pack. It's a new pack that Mad Lad is working on. So there's gonna be a little bit of a couple issues here or there. Not a big deal. Don't worry about it. This could be larger than 11 by 11, but we are not gonna do that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, we're going to make the entire composter tower fit within this space right here. And then, which one of these is middle? Is it this one? I didn't count. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Yeah, exactly. So there's going to be a couple of little issues with it. Because they're doing like a huge revamp of Define PBR, which is the ray tracing pack that I use. with like a ton of new features and like great graphics and all kinds of technical things that I don't understand. So that's cool. Great stuff. Good stuff all around. Okay, so yeah, it should look something like this. Now, this is technically going to be our bone meal outline, and that means that we're actually going to have another water stream over here again, because remember, we also have this output for bone meal. Now, if we wanted to do things smart, and like really do things smart, like really do things smart, we would have made this the bone meal input, so it goes up and over, and then it like floods down backwards, and then this as the bone meal output. So this would be the overflow from the farm, and then we could send this straight out to the rest of the base, or like back to the storage system. But of course, it's too late to change that. We've already set it in stone. There's absolutely no way to fix it. Absolutely nothing I can do. So we'll just suffer. So we'll just take like a water stream from out here. We'll like go up. We'll go over. We'll go above the iron farm, do a little circle, go out, go up over the gold farm, and then get it back to the base. I think that's the simplest path that I can think of right now. Rilksy. I don't know how to say your name, but welcome in. Glad you enjoyed the builds. Let's grab some rockets. More rockets. It's too many rockets. It's fine. Building twice is enough. Yeah, no, we gotta build it at least 4 times to make sure we did it right. Yeah, okay. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty solid plan. That's just the infrastructure to get items to and fro the composter tower. We haven't even worked on the composter tower yet. We should figure out how we're actually going to do that. So items are going to come in, and then let's say that they just like drop down right here. That way we can move them over, and that way we can have like a bubble column in the corner, because I think that would honestly be best. So a little bit of a bubble column right here, and then they're going to go out. They're going to churn the corner. They're going to come back. They're going to churn this corner. They're going to come back again. Churn this corner. Back again. I'm out of blocks. Churn this corner. So then they would end up over here. And then I guess they would fall down a layer, because we might need multiple layers. How many composters would that be? Oh, right. So we also need... We need a way to repeat the water sources as well. Because this is more than like 8 blocks long, so we're gonna have to have like a little repeater section for the water sources. That way items can like continue along the row. So we'll figure that out. So this is gonna be like 1 layer. It'll drop down. This is gonna be, let's assume that we don't have composters on the edges, just in the middles. So that'd be 9, 18. Wait, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's 9 times 5? Not enough, that's what it is. 45, right? Yeah, no, we need 2 layers at least. 2 layers. What type of auto storage am I eventually doing? I think just like the super basic one that I built in the chunk base town. Yeah, so let's assume that it goes this way. I don't know how tall this is going to be as well. Composters to build limit. We need at least 90 composters. That's just for this build. So we need to leave room for excess expansion. Because we might send other excess items to this farm at some point. Okay, let's not break these lower layers. Yeah, so items start here, they go over, they turn around, they go there, they turn around, they go there, they turn around, they go here, they go turn around, and then they drop down right here. They go this way, they go this way, they turn around. And then it's basically going to be... Okay, great, so it's just going to be stacked up again. Perfect. So it's going to be identical like that at least. And then we have to figure out how we're going to get the auto droppers in there too. Because remember, we're going to be shooting out all of these items into a water stream. Oh, right. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. So this is the water. We're mapping out the water stream right now just for the delivery of items over top all the hoppers and the system. So this is like the water stream for the flowers. Just for the flowers. And any excess flowers would end up right here. So then we would want to send those somewhere, right? Hold up. I guess excess flowers would end up over here. If 90 isn't enough, then like, what do you do then? More composters! There shouldn't be... Everything that we send here should just get, like, composted. So I guess we would send them back up. Oh, this is actually kind of perfect then. Because this is like the bubble elevator in the corner. So they would just get sent back up and around. Okay, so we would just have like a water stream go right back into the bubble elevator. Perfect. Okay, well that problem solved itself then. Right, so then we also need to figure out how we're going to get the bone meal out of there. And we're going to need several auto droppers. Yeah, like several. I don't know how much bone meal, like... Wait, no, we did figure out the math for that. Let me go find... I took a screenshot of the calculator stuff that we did yesterday. Let's see. It is... Oh, God, I didn't write down what any of this was, though. 54,000 bone meal an hour. So that is going to be 9, 18, 36. What's after 36? 45? This is 6 times hopper speed. Okay, cool. 6 times hopper speed. So that means, like, 3 auto droppers at least, right? If they're at 2... I guess we'll need, like, 6 auto droppers? 37? What? I don't know. Math, numbers, difficult. It's all, don't worry about it. We're going to have a lot of auto droppers in here, and I don't know how the redstone for that's going to work out. 37's after 36. Yeah, shut up. There's a pool going? Oh, no. What kind of pool? I need to know. Where is it? Oh, Partner Plus program. We're not going to reach that. How long do we keep playing in the Minecraft world? A few weeks? A few months? 6 to 12 months? 13 to 24 months? Forever! I feel like a lot more people are voting for that forever than is maybe accurate. Because we know a lot of people start new worlds pretty often. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and see what we got to do here. So we figured out a lot of the logistics for the sorting of the bone meal for this farm. So we're going to have a bunch of items come out of that water stream right there. But that's just going to be siphoning off the top. We'll have to set up some item filters at some point. Right now, all the items come out right there. That's a problem. We're going to send all the items out on this water stream. And then we're going to have like a little triple crossroads because we need a tracer coming out of the iron farm. So flowers are going to go across this stream right here down the row. They're going to go into a tower over here and get composted. We'll deal with that in a minute. Bone meal is going to come out of this water stream right here and then go through our triple crossroads. It's going to go up that bubble elevator in the corner and then zigzag down. This bubble elevator needs to be removed because that's going to be the bone meal output of the farm. So any bone meal that doesn't go into this farm will come out of another tracer right here and go to the bees. I don't know, man. Just like, we'll figure that out later. Listen, we need to build up a lot of water streams right now. So we need to build this little system right here, better twice, and flip it around a little bit, but that's not too big of a deal. And then, oh yeah, figuring out the composter tower. That's going to be a whole deal. I didn't think I would have to have an entire tower of composters, but alas, we actually do. We actually do. Is this because I hate flowers? Yeah, I just have a personal vendetta against all flowers. They just smell too nice. And I, as a pigman, cannot accept that. Like, you know. Listen, gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta settle your vendetta somehow. I don't make the rules. This is just how it goes. Oh, trying to be a little bit sneaky right there. That should be fine. Do we really need that piece of grass right there? I don't think we do. We're going to get rid of that. We got to fill this in with some ice as well. Yes, we're continuing along with our tradition of building things twice. But this is perfect. That's why it's better to design things in creative first. But alas, we've decided that that's below us for this base. All right, it's got to go up another layer, and then it's going to come out. Yeah, so we'll have to flip around the... We'll have to flip around this zigzag thing a little bit, but that's also pretty easy as well. Only twice? I know, right? We could be doing so much better. We're going to stop this water right here. And then I can remove this tower. So that tower is not necessary. We just need to flip around this thing. That makes a little bit more sense. Sometimes it's also better to wait to build things until you fully planned it out, but where's the fun in that? We gotta get things done on some live streams, you know? I think I missed a glass probably somewhere. It's really hard to tell with this texture pack though, isn't it? Ah, we'll find out once it melts. I think it's all in there. We're gonna go ahead and mine that with the fortune pick, of course. So it actually turns into the water. To the block of water. Brilliant. And now, should probably go down there and grab all of the walls. Yeah, I need more walls. Or I'll just make a crafting table up here. How about that? If only we had concrete walls, man. This would look so nice. That one iron farm was like 6 times at least. Well... I know we rebuilt that one. Well, no, like the structure of it. We didn't rebuild the structure of it. The village, we did have to redo the village. Well, I don't know if we specifically had to redo the village, but we did redo the village on that one and the red one. The green one always worked fine. That's the promised child over there. That's my favorite one. It was never broken, and that's because I had my bed over there. And that was what was actually the solution to fixing the other ones, was just like adding another bed. So that's a little bit silly. Such a simple solution. I don't even know how I really stumbled into that, but I guess I just noticed that like my bed was over there. And that was how that worked. It's like, well, I guess we'll just go add it back to these other ones, and then boom, they all started working perfectly fine. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty well. How about you? I have been doing yard work all day. I think I was doing like 5 hours of yard work. Why? Because it's really like the first time I've done anything this year. You always got to do a bunch of stuff after winter, right? So I chopped down. Yesterday, I cut down like 3 walnut trees that were grown like right next to the house, like literally within like 4 inches of the foundation. That's not good. Yeah, those probably shouldn't have been there for like the last few years. And then I cut them up into firewood, and that's why yesterday I said I moved a tree that was outside the woodshed to the inside of the woodshed. It just happened to, it only moved like 5 feet, but it's in a lot of pieces now. Buff silent. I'm getting there. Trying. We try. And then, yeah, so it actually started, like, thunderstorming right when I was about to cut down the 3rd one yesterday. I was like, I'll deal with it. It's fine. What's a little bit of thunder to a buff man like me? So I just, like, got up on the ladder and just did it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, they were surprisingly tall. They were like 30-some feet tall, but they're only like maybe 8 inches around. They grow fast, though. But yeah, I just noticed that they were starting to get the little leaves on them, so I was like, well, time to go. Can't let them grow another year. If they were, like, somewhere else, then I would have left them, right? But, like, right next to the house, you know, the basement already floods as is, so I don't really need more issues with tree roots messing up foundation or whatever. Was my fireplace bad and had to be removed? No, so there was a furnace in the basement that the previous people used to burn coal, and that was bad. But that was all taken care of. I got that furnace out of there, sold it. Had a fun time with the guy that bought it because he brought like 2 winches and a giant dolly, and it still took us like an hour to get that out of the basement because there's no stairs, which was actually kind of a good thing, probably. I don't know how they got that thing down there. I swear, that thing weighed like maybe 800 pounds. It was huge. Like 8 feet long, like 4 feet tall, 5 feet tall, 3 feet wide. It was giant. And, dude wanted it for some reason. I don't know. So he gave me lots of money and took it out of my house. So, you know, I was happy with that exchange. What's being talked about? We're talking about random things. No, it was a pretty new... The furnace was definitely way newer than the house. I think what they did is they took out the stairs and the cellar door, and then they must have, like, lowered it down with, like, a little bit of, like, an engine lift or some sort of crane or something. Or they just built a ramp and slid it down there. Because that's what I did. I, like, got a few boards and, like, we just winched it out there. I got stuck on the cellar door, though. Kind of had to cut that a little bit. It was fine. Don't worry about it. And then, but yeah, it was fun. As fun as it can be. How is the house going? I've not done anything in years. Once I realized that I don't actually own it. That's the whole thing. Yeah, so what I did today was just like random things that kind of had to be done. You know, bare minimum maintenance is what I've been doing. Let's see. So that one goes there, and then this one goes there. Okay, so now it's actually done, and then we can actually move this over to right here. And then I guess we'll just fill that in like that. There we go. Okay. No, this needs to go the other direction. Whoopsie. Yeah, so that's going to be flour output. This is going to be bone meal output. Yeah, so we need to redo how that's done. And then this side is where the bone meal goes. Yeah, so my cherry blossom trees, one of them got 1 flower, and then nothing else has happened yet. Last year they had like 10 flowers each, but they've grown so much. My little trees are doing great. So in the backyard I have like maybe 15 little saplings, and then I got some cherry blossom trees, and so far they haven't really bloomed, but I'm waiting. They grew like a ton since last year when I planted them. Oh, I bought them and they were like 4 feet tall. They like just came in the mail, and it was like, hi, I'm a tree in a box. I was like, oh, cool. That saves me some time, I guess. But yeah, they grew really fast. It was kind of fun. And then there was like a whole bunch of other volunteer saplings that just like popped up all over the place. Because things grow like crazy here. And I moved a bunch of those to better places. Because for some reason, all the trees love to grow right next to the house. So I moved them all away from the house. And then some of them are doing all right. Some of them are doing really well. And then a couple of them are like, eh. You know, sometimes they don't all make it, you know. Right then, so we got to turn this around. I need more buttons. Where am I going to get buttons from? If only I had like a giant pile of stone up there or something. Any sand farm? Sand farm? That would just be a sand duplication machine, basically. which is possible, but not something I've worked on in quite a while. Okay, we're gonna make the water stream on this right here. I do want to make a video on that, though. I've been saying that for a while. Gravity block duper is great, especially if you pair that with a creeper farm. That's not gonna work. It's gotta go block further out. Oh, is this outside the simulation distance of the base? No, we have one extra block that we can go over. That would have been close. Yeah, sending all the items outside of loaded chunks would have been very bad. Would have been like, man, oh geez, there's 5 million items over here. Luckily, the farm would actually run out of items before anything too bad happened. It would run out of bone meal, you know. I actually have a tutorial for an on-off nether portal, by the way. You can find that on the YouTube channel. That was part of the advent calendar, I think. Was that? I don't know. That was part of something. It's part of some time where I needed to make an easy video. And that turned out to be pretty easy. Okay, so now all the items should go this way. Right, we still haven't figured out an on-off switch for the base for this thing, but that's fine. So we have a little bit of room in here. How much room do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we need 12. Maybe we can get away with 6. Yeah, let's get away with 6. So we're gonna have 6 item filters. 5. Of course, there's only a 5 block gap. Well, no, we can do a 6 one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, so at some point we'll come in and install 6 item filters underneath this right here. And then we'll siphon off some of those items from the farm, just like some basic single speed item filters. That won't take really that much out of the build. And that'll send all these items up. And those will actually go to the storage system of the base. Everything else is going to go this direction, up this elevator. That's actually, well, I was going to block off the other side of that, but I guess I'm just at the top of the build now. That's fine. Break that very slowly. There's a horse up here? What you doing, buddy? You seem kind of short. Is that like normal? I guess your shoulder height. I don't know, you just feel kind of short. I'm over here judging the horse. Horse never did nothing to nobody. Yeah, we do need to figure out a better way to do that. And then need to figure out a better way to move around here. So this is going to be the bone meal output of the base. Send that right on up. Point out shortness. It's just because I'm incredibly tall. It's just, you know, gotta make sure everyone's aware. Just dissing the horse over here. Listen, don't worry about it. Right, so this one is still a valid tracer. We could actually move this tracer over. Yeah, we could do it so there's a tracer right here, and there's still a tracer right here. I do like that idea. Although if we're not gonna have 2 bubble columns like in each one of these corners, then I guess we could like build that a 3rd time, move it in. Well, no, that actually has to be on the corner. Yeah, there's no other way I can put it. It just can't really be on this corner because I need room for the farm, right? Tame the horse. No. How many days played do I have on this server? Let's see. I have a total of, I guess scroll down, 201 hours played. Seems like a lot, but not that much. 1,000 hours, dang. So each day is, sorry, there's 3 days in an hour, right? So 600 days, I guess. 600 days? Oh. 600 days. Let's round that up to a cool 2,000 days. How about that? Right then, let's get this fixed right here. Oh, he has a lot of AFK time? Okay, that makes me feel better. Yeah, I have really not that much AFK time this season. Oh, I forgot to AFK at the witch farm. Dang it. Should have been AFK last night. Yeah, I just don't even really think about AFKing. At some point, we will AFK somewhat in this base, because we gotta stock up on items and whatnot. Phoenix, thank you for the biddies! It is indeed an unscheduled stream today. I just really wanted to build composters. And water streams. It's just like, it had to happen. It just had to happen. That's why Silent 2 has 127 hours. Is he down there? Oh, wow, it shows the second accounts now? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that the second accounts got showed on here. Yeah, that's great. Okay. I thought we weren't tracking that. Cool. Yeah, so Silent 2 is the one that was mostly at the witch farm. And then he was like doing some AFK fishing at the beginning of the season. And then he's been on for a lot of base building where we're like doing time lapses and stuff. And that's about it. Yeah, not actually that much AFK. All things considered. Really not that much. Okay, while we're right here, we're going to go ahead and break out a little bit of this with concrete. That way it looks ever so slightly nicer. You shouldn't really... I guess you'll be able to see down there a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, and much more than that, it's not really noticeable. Then we'll leave the proper decoration of this for some time later, where we install the actual lights and stuff. Composter skyscraper, we're getting there. We're going to build that in a momento. Right, so now we need to figure out the bubble elevator for this one. Yeah, so how do we get the bubbles from right there to over here? We could just send them straight across like this. But I think we'll need to send a tracer through this corner at some point. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the iron farm tracer. That's actually a great question, because I don't know what we're going to do with the lime tracer either. Like, if we go ahead and look at this side, you'll see that we have the same predicament over here. Like, where's that lime tracer going? I gotta go into the side right now, but, like, not really. So we might have to send it underneath the gold farms. Which seems fine. Also, you know what? I do want to be nice to the bees. Oh wait, they get poisoned on these, don't they? Yeah, they do. Hold on. Let's give them these. I've decided to be nice to the bees for once in my life, and I'm gonna give all of these bees one flower. They're gonna fight to the death over it, and it'll be great. Gladiator style. I don't know. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. That one's king of the hill right now. He's defending his territory from like five. Oh, he got pushed out. He got pushed out. Oh, jeez. It's a feeding frenzy over here. That one in the middle's doing good. He's doing good. He's holding his ground against the entire masses of other bees. Oh, it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Yes. All hail King Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, he got pushed out of center. Ah, no, he's been dethroned. You know, I could be a like game show presenter at this point. Doing pretty good. Are you not entertained? It's great. That's pretty good. Thank you, thank you. I'm here once to 4 times a week. Okay. Yes, we're gonna have 2 tracers coming out of here. Interesting. Interesting indeed. What does that mean for our colors over? I don't know. I don't know what colors these water streams are gonna be. Is that part of the base? No. That was part of the thing. We'll put some concrete right there, and there, and there, and there, and there. And then, yeah, we're gonna fill in this whole floor right here, too. I built all that out of glass going down. I didn't need to do that. Is that a problem? No, that's fine. Yeah, we can't actually have a block underneath this one. We have a wall right there? Oh, maybe we can have a wall. Yeah, because it doesn't connect to the hopper. Perfect. Although, items might actually land on that little ledge right there. Maybe. Maybe. That would fix it if we just had a block right there. Okay. Okay. Did we... Which one was supposed to be which? This is supposed to be for... This one's supposed to be flowers. Right? Oh, I sent those things into the wrong bubble column down there. Let's make a mention to get out of my chat. So I sent all the flowers up this bubble column, but that actually goes to the bone meal. So we need to move that. We need another one. The closest place we can have the bubbles is right here and right here. It doesn't need to be bubbles on both, though. This one's going to be bubbles for flowers. This one's going to be a drop shoot for bone meal. We're going to have to raise up that little water stream that's already down there. That's what we're going to have to do. Raise it up. Okay. I didn't grab another soul sand. I didn't grab my kelp either. This box of use is really becoming useful when we have like 12 bubble columns in this area. How many bubbles do we have? We got 1 right there. We got 2. We got 3. We're about to have 4. That's too many bubbles. Yeah, build it 2 times at least. We're getting there. Don't worry. We are attempting to make that a true tradition. True facts. Okay, so it's gonna be right here. And then not right there. Right here. Yeah, so this is going to be bone meal down. This one's going to have to go into there. Oh, not like that. This one's going to have to go a block lower. And then that other one's just going to be a drop shoot. They're just going to fall straight down. Did I actually fill that in? I didn't fill it in. How are you so bad at filling in the block? Box of use is useful. To not have 11. Hey, you know, considering what some of our boxes are named, it actually lives up to its name. It's incredible. Who would have thought it? Lion, welcome back for 29 months of subscribing. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Also, we had Mukbar resubscribing for 28 months. Much appreciated. Sorry I missed that. Diagonal also gifted a sub to Blaze. Very nice of you. Very, very nice indeed. Let's see. We had a wardrobe change from Kaz. We'll do that real quick. That was only 10 minutes ago. I'm not too bad about missing these things. I can remark that one as complete. Let's get out of this dirty skin. What's my biggest, strongest, manliest skin? Maybe the biker? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Biggest, strongest, manliest skin ever right there. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so this has to go... Wait, so this is bone meal. So this one goes into here. Yeah, so this is bone meal. If I say it twice, it makes it truer. Truer. And then that's just going to be a straight up drop shoot, so no big deal there. This is the flour output. Okay, we need another water source like right there. We haven't even gotten to the composter tower yet. There's so much stuff to do. Moving items actually takes a while. Okay, this goes here. Okay, so now we get to build up the another bubble column. The another. Oh, we had another thing happen. What was that? Physics! Welcome back for 47 months. That's too many months. You're getting old. Jeez. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're doing well. Think we're having... Oh, that was just some lag. Okay. Thought we're having a server crash. Who would have thought properly preparing takes longer? Inconceivable. Where's my kelp at? There it is. All right, we're all getting there slowly. 1 second per second. Adds up real quick. I'm pulling way back down there. Okay. Is we good? Oh, right, no, we're not good. Hold up, we need to take the items from this one. And send them over. This actually needs to be ice, though, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Boop. There. And then... There's a lot of bubble water streams down here. Imagine if this was hopper lines. Oh, man. Would be so done for. And then, you know what? Let's get another one of these right here. I'd like to be able to accidentally walk into my bubble elevators. I feel like that's a good benefit to have. Okay, so that'll take the items over. Boom, bone meal's out of here. Excess bone meal's gone. Bone meal input sorted. Flour output sorted. And then at the top of this, we'll just have like a wall. Do ice and glass make the same breaking sound? I believe they do. I think they do, yes. Can't believe they made a whole game out of the one movie. It's crazy, isn't it, man? They were quick with it, too. They made this game. They released, like, 121 updates. Like that. Drop it through powder. Eh, where's the fun in that? That also slows it down. We can't have that. Just gonna verify that these are all zigzagging. Zigging where they should and zagging where they shouldn't. Technically, we don't need these blocks right here behind the wall. Except for this one right here. We have more. Yeah, so that one's got a thing behind it. That one's got like an extra glass behind it. I'm not too worried about that though. Okay. So we've left ourselves a nice mess up here of how in the world are we going to organize and decorate that. Let's go ahead and mine this out. I don't have haste. What is this? Travesty. We need to fight more withers. Sir, you guys are in my way of my interstate intergalactic highway, okay? Don't mind me if I have to plow through your solar system to do what I gotta do. Seems kind of weird that the llama spit actually hurts you. I feel like it should just be more of like an emotional damage kind of situation. Just don't read them poetry. I'll remember not to next time. Thank you. Pro tip. Bubbles. Great. I'm building a flower farm for every dye. We will have a source of every dye. Physics, what are you doing? 10,000 biddies? Jeez. Thank you so much. That was out of nowhere. Just destroying the chat over here. Bro, being crazy. Thank you so much. Show some love to physics novice in the chat. Being a wild person for no reason. That was completely unprompted and unexpected and uncalled for. How dare you? Don't panic. Nobody panic. I'm panicking. I'm on the spot now. I gotta. Hold up. This is supposed to be a free performance. If it's free, I don't have to do things well. As soon as you pay, it's like, oh, geez, I'm gonna make this interesting. Quick, I need to mine these trenches faster. Run! Click faster! Wait, hold up. There we go. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like, if you are mining blocks normally, look how slow this is, but if you like spam click it, it goes way faster. Like, I can spam click these, and it's so much faster, but if I hold it down, it's like, very slow. I don't know what's up with that, but that seems to be new. So I don't remember that ever really happening before. Unless I've just never known about it. Oh, we got a lead. I don't remember killing that guy. I didn't kill them. Oh, they just detached. Okay. Wish that worked on mobile. I mean, it might. I don't know. I've never actually played mobile, so I don't know. I know nothing. That one needs to be filled in. Could always turn on TNT on Derptopia. Is it not on? Yeah, we don't have any way to, like, moderate or roll back. We can... You know what? That's a question for the admins. I don't know. Hani's in the chat. You can bug them about it. Not my responsibility. I got people for that now. How does item transport work? Item water transport. So basically, you shoot out the items, and the water pushes it along, and it pushes it along until it gets it where you want it. Really. Oh no, we have packed ice, don't we? Oh no. Oh no. I know we have so much regular ice. Oh, we got regular ice last time we did this. We didn't get packed ice. Am I out? It's more regular ice. We have a lot of regular ice. Okay. We're gonna have to make a really, 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 really long journey to the Farlands. I mean, to the place where the ice is. The icy place. Yeah. So actually, yeah, that's fine. Okay. We're gonna go this way. My bad, he stole it. Oh. Legos. How dare you? To think that I've championed Legos for so many years. The ecological destruction zone. Yeah. Ooh, the ecological dead zone. You guys know about that? Detecting several Leviathan class things in your area. Are you sure that whatever you're doing is worth it? I'm not sure. Yeah, I did say I didn't need packed ice. Okay, so technically, the lines are supposed to be made out of lamps, but we don't have lamps, so you know, we're using ice. I do have a lot of I have a lot of Legos, guys. I don't know if you know this about me. I have a lot of Legos. Not to brag or anything, but it's kind of a problem. Would the nether be quicker? No, I'm already here. I'm not gonna go back to the base, go through the nether portal just to get here. Jeez. Yeah, somebody remind me to go AFK tonight. At the witch farm. Gotta get more lamps. I can't believe we've used like 2 shulker boxes of lamps already. And we haven't even put in the tracers. The tracers are gonna use so many lamps. So many lamps. Like, we may as well go ahead and make another shulker of lamps. I figure one night of AFK would probably do it. I think I need to leave the computer on anyway. Because something I haven't talked about, I recently got a NAS. I posted a picture on Twitter of like 2 new hard drives that I got. I think 26 terabytes each. And I got a NAS for that, so I've been backing up all of my data. So that's cool. And it's been transferring for like a week. It has one more file to be processing, apparently. Oblivion Remastered -window GDK. Oh yeah, I guess that's my way of saying I got Oblivion. But it backed up like several million files. I don't know, it's been running. So it backed up all my videos. I gotta back it up my main hard drive that I've been using. My 8 terabyte one. That was like basically full of videos. And then it's backing up my phone pictures now too, which is convenient. I didn't think that would happen, but cool. Extra bonus points. And then it's also backing up my main M.2, so all my programs, all my files, all my settings, all my active footage that I'm using, not just the deep storage, so that's cool. Pretty convenient. So now I have, yeah, the 2 26, 24 terabyte, I don't know. They're very large drives. And that should last me essentially forever. If I ever fill up those 2 drives, then like, bruh, I've been making way too many videos. But I took the tech tips from Linus. I took them all, and I decided to get some refurbished or recertified hard drives from Seagate, because you can get them like really like at a fairly decent price compared to the new ones. So they weren't actually like super bad. I mean, they were pretty expensive when you're getting 2 of them, but definitely cheaper than they would otherwise be. And they weren't actually used before. So usually what happens is like these big companies will buy, you know, however many hundreds or thousands of drives for their servers, and then they'll just have like extras and spares on hand, right? And then if they don't end up using those or needing them, they'll return them, they'll get recertified and then resold, right? You just hit 120,000 bone meal an hour with fish? That's really good. But what if I told you that I have 50,000 bone meal an hour from flowers? Yes. Technically. Well, technically, it's like 10,000 bone meal, because, you know, you gotta reinvest, but it is what it is. Okay, that should be enough ice for a little while. Who lets down the 2 into the staff basement? It's way too fun for them. That's true, that's true. He's supposed to have his own sub-basement. Is that using the ocean, or are you guys still using swamps and caves? What's the new tech? What's the new strat? Let's do both. Yeah, I mean, you could do both. No reason why you can't, right? I don't know if you've seen the last couple live streams, but we got like these Crazy little flower farms. I think they're like 115,000 flowers an hour. I haven't done a recent check. I think that might have been with the old designs. We might be above or below 115,000 flowers an hour. But like, with the full efficiency that you can get, as far as I'm aware, a stack of bone meal in can give you a stack and 20 bone meal out. So it's not horrible. It definitely seems like it's faster than moss. It should be a lot faster than moss anyway, because you don't need to wait for the floors to refill. You can just like bone meal harvest, bone meal harvest, bone meal harvest. It's really quick. It's just ridiculous, right? Also, I think my double moss farm, I'm way too off. I gotta go this way. My double moss farm with like the double stone gins and like the really quickness, I think that was like 60-some thousand items an hour, right? And a lot of that's like seeds and other nonsense that doesn't really give you that much. So it's pretty decent for bone meal. Like, I think it's definitely better than moss. Especially because these are so simple. They can technically break if like the flour or the water gets left out. If you leave the area, but that shouldn't be a big issue. What if you told me that you have 427,000 pickle points? Not much scares me in this world, but that scares me. You stacked 10 of those double moss farms? Jeez, that would be laggy. What were you thinking? But also, dang, how did that work out for you? That's crazy. 10 of them? That's wild. Yeah, 4 ultra flexes. Let's see. I need storage. That's what I need. All right, here we go. Boom. Let's take this, and we'll take like maybe 3 stacks of this. I think we're gonna need quite a bit of it. Fish are supreme. Fish are pretty good. Yeah, I imagine the fish farm is a lot less laggy. Was that a creeper that I saw over there? My creeper senses are tingling. I thought I saw something creeper-shaped. Creeper adjacent. Yeah, so the fish farms shouldn't be as laggy. They shouldn't be as complicated. And there shouldn't be as much going on, or really much that can break, right? Because obviously these have quite a bit of redstone. But it's less redstone than a moss farm. At any rate. So there's that, at least. Oh, it's 2-dimensional 420k? Interesting. You guys are using nether portals to farm fish. Now I've done seen it all. I can hang up my hat. Because I've done seen everything there is to see in Minecraft. Using nether portals to farm fish. I mean, hey, gotta be on that grind, right? Instant teleporting to the nether? You got instant teleporting? Are you using nether portal tiles or split portals? Oh, that doesn't need to go that far. That's impressive. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's go and take ourselves a little nap real quick. I definitely deserve a nap after all that. Dealing with you guys in the chat. Fish spawn in the northwest corner? Of course they do. They didn't change that? Of course not. Why would they? Well, that's convenient. Yeah, so you can just, you could use split portals, but, like, why would you need to, right? You could just do, yeah, just do a portal every other block. Lines of water between them. Boom. Make your portals, like, max length. Yeah, no. Because in the nether, you can do, like, a 21 by 21 area if you want them to go to one place in the overworld. But in the overworld, you got quite a bit of area that you can cover. Like, Guardian Farm-sized area. So, you can do quite a bit with that. I remember with like the old fish farms, you guys had like 5 different independent platforms, right? That was for the pathfinding. But with this, I mean, you can just fill up the entire area, kind of like the one that I made, right? It's just like a big square. And then, ooh, you could probably offset them as well, right? Because you could have like a line of water here, and then line of water here, right? Like above the nether portal. I'm not sure if that would work out. If you use split portals, I think you wouldn't have to worry about cave spawns. Interesting. Now you got my brain thinking about things. I gotta be working on composters right now. Portal squid farm. You could maybe. I'm not sure if they spawn on Northwest. They might though. Full portals, yeah. Right then. So this comes out of here. We don't need that to be that high up. And then this middle section is really easy. Just gonna do it like that. And the next one goes in the opposite direction. Oh, did I run out of regular ice too? Or did I like drop that off somewhere? I might have just dropped that off somewhere. We have something happening. Oh my god, we got a giant raid! We got a Linksy raid in the chat. Jeez, there goes the entire chat. How you guys doing tonight? Welcome on in, everyone. Thank you guys for the raid. What were you up to? Hopefully you had a good time. Also, you should come play more Tunnel Rats with us. I think we're gonna have another one sometime in the next soon. Be fun to have you again there again. Last time we played, we were talking about how you had like the crazy lobby, and you just didn't say anything. It's like, Xuma's builds are on the next level. It's like all built out of sponges and stuff. Because the texture packs were all broken. It's fun. It's fun. So right now, we are working on our technical mega base. We're building a lot of things out of lamps and glass because we have the ability to have rainbow lighting. We are playing on Bedrock Edition, which has its ups and its downs and its sideways and all arounds. But the one good, cool thing that we have is ray tracing occasionally works, and when it does, it's not working. Please ignore this right here. Okay, we're gonna please ignore that. Nothing to see here. Looking at the titles, wow to see 690,000 flowers. Oh yeah, so we have a crazy feature where you can bone meal a flower directly, and it spreads more flowers. Java doesn't have that because reasons. I don't know. Don't worry about it. But we have 6 layers of a flower farm right now. And each one of these produces like 105, 110,000 items an hour. I don't know. We're calling it 690,000 because it's haha funny number. We're working on how to compost all those flowers right now, because obviously I don't need that many flowers. But we're gonna compost all the flowers, turn them into bone meal, so that the farm is self-sufficient. It's actually gonna become a bone meal and flower farm, just because that's how many flowers it produces. Is this gonna have the rainbow lighting right now? This is a kind of an experimental ray tracing pack that I'm using right now. But yeah, see, we kind of have the rainbow lighting. Is it gonna work? Yeah, here we go. Look at this. Beautiful. They need to add this to vanilla because people like you could do so many incredible things with this. I mean, look at, oh my god. Oh yeah, look at this right here with the rainbow lighting. Oh man, we got the sunlight coming through right there. Oh man, it's so good. I'm not even a good builder, but like this looks great. I love it. This right here is a little bit more pinkish than it should be though. I think that's supposed to be like bright red. Allegedly. Oh, it actually comes through these floors too? Interesting. Yeah, so sunlight's pouring all the way down to here. That's unexpected. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, so the main reason that we're building the base out of all this glass and lamps is because of the rainbow lighting. It looks a lot better at nighttime, but alas, the sun. What am I going to do about that? We'll just wait a few minutes. It's in Vibrant Visuals. I have not seen it. I tested it, and the first couple betas that Vibrant Visuals was like officially released in, and it wasn't working. But if they finally added that, then man, that would be perfect. That'd be beautiful. If it's in Vibrant Visuals, I will. Love Mojang. Like 3% more than I do right now. Okay, so we've been working on the logistics of moving, 700,000 flowers an hour. Currently, we have that as the output stream that's going to run all of those flowers into this cube of ugly gray over here, which is going to be full of composters. The bone meal is going to run back out. It's going to go zigzag down, refill all those layers of bunch of bone meal. Any bone meal that's left over, we're going to send out of that one. And then we're also going to siphon a few flowers off the top of the output of this, just to send those back to our main storage over here. So the idea is that each one of these like little tracers is going to be super bright and luminescent and vibrant visually, and have rainbow lighting underneath it. And these are going to zigzag all over the base, connecting all of our farms on the outer edges. I have a bunch of farms on the inner edges. It's going to look kind of like a CPU or kind of like a motherboard kind of computer looking deal. And this is just kind of the basic blueprint. In the middle now, we're working on putting together a bunch of farms and this entire area, and then we'll connect them all together at some point in the future. That's the mile high overview of the base right now. Been working on this for a while though. Things are really coming along right now though. Things are starting to go places and do things. I would love to block out the sun over here though. That would actually make this base so much better. If we could do that, that would be great. There's no good way to really do that though, without just building a giant roof. And it would be a big roof as well. I do have plenty of dirt though. We could put a giant dirt roof above this. Oh, but that would also ruin our maps. We would have to wait until like the very end to do that. Yeah, we'd have to make it the same size as like the circle. I think we'd have to make it larger than this circle actually. 300,000 tinted glass. Yeah, no big deal. We'll just cook that up. We'll just go AFK for like 3 weeks at the at the farm at the amethyst geode. Okay. So let's figure out how we're doing things. I need to move all the flowers in right here. We're going to have a bubble column right here that's going to move the flowers up. They're going to go over a bunch of composters, zigzag all back around, drop down another layer. We're going to have like 45-ish composters per layer. 90 composters is how many we need minimum in order for this to work. So we need to like bring over all of our boxes. Also, we ran these flower farms for about maybe 2-3 minutes. And yeah, you can see that we got a bunch of these flowers. Also gave us a bunch of sugarcane randomly. I don't know where we got that. I don't know if there's actually... Is there a bone meal in there? There might be a little bit of bone meal. I might be able to show you guys some of the insanity with this thing real quick. Here, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very good. And then the whole thing flushes. No? Apparently not. I may have broken the redstone. Yeah, now the items came up. Okay, we broke the redstone. But I think you understand the power. How do we break the redstone? Where is the redstone? Okay, some of the items randomly fell down. Where is redstone? It is... Oh, yeah, no, we, whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. It's supposed to be a redstone dust right there. Whoopsie, my bad. Let's go ahead and put that back real quick. We're gonna get so many flowers from that. Build the farm again. Tear it all down. So luckily we can turn on and then turn off, and that'll flush the entire thing. And now you're gonna see some craziness with some flowers. Inventory is not full of any flowers right now. Give it a second. Give it a minute. Oh, wait. Oh, all the flowers go over here. Oh, yeah, there they go. There they go. Oh, no, they're going. Oh, geez, they're going. I forgot they came out over here. I don't have any storage over here. Well, guess I'll die. So yeah, we got some we got some flowers, guys. Here, you know what? Let's just make a point out of it. Yeah, we got a few flowers. Build a fountain out of those. Yeah, I saw a thumbnail from Green. It was like animated waterfall. I'm assuming he's dropping items down it, and they had like some lingering potions or something. That's pretty cool. But we can do a fountain out of items, which did actually look kind of cool. You know, we could leave it like that. I didn't anticipate that. Normally we cap this off, but we could definitely leave it as like a full thing. We need to put those into chests. Yeah, let's go grab some chests real quick. I don't think it would really be that laggy anyway, because the items are already moving around anyway. It's just like a little bit of extra physics for them to fly up, so like, yeah. Powder's now bouncing tipped arrows. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, because on Java, you can, like, infinitely bounce the tipped arrows. I remember a video from Exuma, like, way back in the day on that. That's old. That is some old stuff. Yeah, no, he made a fountain video on that, if I recall correctly. I think that was, like, when they added tipped arrows. I've been playing since before they added tipped arrows. Oh, my God, I'm getting old. I'm getting old, guys. 9-year anniversary is coming up. That's like 90 in YouTuber years. Yeah, you can't go through a portal with things on your shoulder. Things riding things can't go through portals. You gotta dismount. Gotta dismount from your mounts. Can't go through a portal in like a boat or anything like that. Game's very peculiar and particular about that. And perpendicular about it. Yeah, parrots are kind of one of the worst pets, to be honest. Because they never get off your shoulder, and they always come back to you, and it's like, oh man, they're so annoying. Not gonna lie, they're pretty bad. But hey, remember, you can always feed them a cookie for a treat. Murder is always a valid option. I mean, what? We should maybe... we might have to move this down a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how deep exactly we need that, but I do know that it's gotta be deep, because we might need to add a third layer of these bubbles is why. More bubbles! Or, sorry, a third layer of composters. You can throw it in a boat. You might. I'm not sure. I haven't messed around with parrots enough to know. Are we gonna have to do something stupid here? Because you need 3 blocks of room for the water to like churn, or to turn. Oh no, this is right up against the build. Okay. Yeah, so we just do something like this. Boop. And then, where's my water? Probably should have backed all this stuff up a little bit. Yeah, so all of our flowers are going to come in from the build over there. They'll drop down into that stream. I have another shulker box of items. This was all of our actual building. I kind of need all that. Very convenient. It's great that you can hear my mouse clicking. You shouldn't be able to. You really shouldn't be able to. But you can. Okay, let's go ahead and fill in the water stream over here. All this ice is mostly going to get replaced with redstone lamps at some point. We just don't quite have all the lamps for that yet. But we will one day. Okay, so that's going to deliver it all. And then, right now we have to figure out how to stack this stuff. Let's go make ourselves 1,000 composters. What's the next farm tutorial? That's a good question. I don't know. What is the next farm to do? Oh, we might do the Simtic wool farm. I don't know. I might be this flower farm. That is also a valid option. We needed a bamboo wood. Right, we're gonna make a stack and a half of composters. And I really hope you can make this stuff out of bamboo slabs. That's only a stack? Oh, jeez. Not enough. It's never enough. Oh, stack 42? Okay, I think we overcrafted. Because we only needed like 90. But that's 106. That's fine. You know, yeah, it's good to have a little bit of headroom. Potion brewing station. I have a couple potion brewer tutorials, but they're all pretty old. That doesn't mean that they don't work. It just means that I sound different in the video. That's pretty much. Oh, this is full of flowers too. Why is this full of flowers? No, please stop. That's gonna happen all season, isn't it? I'm gonna open up a box. It's just gonna be full of flowers. I had these all organized. Yeah, this is my line of junk boxes, apparently. Let's empty this out real quick. Get all this into a box over here. There we go. Hey, look at that. Nice and clean. We can even pretend like this box is organized, which it definitely is not. You know what else I need? I need about 1,000 hoppers. And we didn't make any of those, so let's go pretend to make some of those. You've never heard the words, we're going to make a stack and a half of composters ever before, and I don't think you'll ever hear it again. Probably not. It's a very strange thing to have to do. It's very peculiar. I'm not a normal person. Don't think that I... we're going to need a lot more hoppers than that. 32 hoppers? It's more! More! I mean, we need 2 hoppers per. We need like 4 stacks of hoppers. Oh, God. This is our entire hopper allotment for the entire base. Gone. This is why we had to use water streams everywhere else. Just because of the amount of hoppers that we need in this one build. Also, at least the bamboo farm's coming in clutch right now. Chests. Thank you. More hoppers. Yeah, no, we need 2 hoppers each. It's really annoying that like you can't multi-fill a composter because you gotta push in from the top and you have to pull out from the bottom. You can't push in from the sides. That would be so convenient if we could. It just doesn't work. It just does not work for no reason. I feel like it really should. Every other inventory in the game you can push into the side. There might be some specialty use cases there, like furnaces or brewing stands, where like only certain items come in from the side, others coming from the top. But yeah, it just does not work for no reason. Why? Why, Mojang? Why? I need it. Fix it, please. Somebody help me. These are the things I would change if I worked at Mojang, because it doesn't make any sense, and they should do better. And we still need more hoppers. So our bamboo farm, which, you know, I should really put some glass right there. Also, that fence is open. I told you guys I was going to rant about some things tonight, and I did not lie. Promises made, promises kept. 1 stack, 2 stacks. We need another 80 hoppers. Let's make a bunch more chests then. A bunch more chests. Time to email Mojang again. Yep, time to... I think they blacklisted me. I haven't heard back. It keeps saying undeliverable. FBI agents keep showing up at my house being like, bro, you gotta stop. And I keep not stopping. Okay, so that should be enough chests at least. My bamboo wood does not last. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. We just used like 2 stacks of iron blocks. No biggie. What's even the point of having 4 iron farms if you're not going to make like 4,000 hoppers? We have so much iron. By the time we even like hook up the iron farms to the storage system in the middle, like the storage system is going to be full of iron. Why is the Scientist skin so derpy? That's just how he is. That's just my inner persona. Just showing through. What storage system? Don't worry about it. Okay. It's time we do a progress update. It's been 84 years, but we have some water streams installed in a little bit of a way, and I did something that I don't think anyone's ever done before. I made a stack and a half of composters, technically 106, and I think this is maybe all the hoppers that we'll need. We're using the entire allotment of hoppers in the entire base in one build. Seriously, this has more hoppers in it than, like, the center of the base, probably. We've been using water streams absolutely everywhere that we can, because I don't want to use hoppers anywhere. And then this one build requires 2 hoppers per composter, which is super annoying. You gotta have a hopper beneath it to pull out, and then you gotta have a hopper above it to push in, and it's just like, bro, you can't push into the sides. If we could quintuple load a composter, man, we'd be making so much more faster. I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but I don't think I got there. Don't I share a brain? We share a brain cell. Get it right. Hey, look at that. Bed. Convenient. Time for a nap. Okay, so. Important question. What do we want to be at eyesight level? Because you probably don't want composters at eyesight level, and you probably don't want hoppers at eyesight level. So that means the only remaining option is water stream at eyesight level. So if this is our item stream, these are our hoppers, and the floor has to go. Which means that I get to steal back all my concrete, and that was truly the reason why I wanted to lower it down a little bit. I'm gonna steal back so much concrete from the base. We're gonna end the season with like an extra shulker of like gray concrete. Like sell it back to Slack. See, these are my big brain plans all along. There's so much concrete. I gotta get return on my investment. Yeah, we're gonna also be using a lot of concrete to build up shells around things, but I think we're going to swap out the concrete color at some point. I wish we could re-dye it. That'd be really helpful. Right now we're building all the shells out of gray concrete, but I don't think that's how it's actually going to be. Yeah, so it's going to come up. It's going to go over. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do water sources down the middle. Composter, composter, composter. Composter, composter, composter. Water. 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 Also, I found a bug with composters. So look at this. If you aim at the inside wall, you can't place anything. If you aim at that wall, it doesn't do anything. If you crouch and place it, there you go. You gotta be crouching. But it places on the outside. So it has like a dynamic interior hitbox, which I guess is what it should be. So if you try and place like here, it's not gonna work right. But if you face at the bottom of the composter, then it actually places above it. So every time that I'm trying to like place a hopper or something on one of these, it never works. It always places on the outside edge or something. And that's why you got to be aiming specifically at the bottom, which I don't think it should be like that, but alas, 'tis. When does the season end? We don't know. We legitimately do not know. I don't know anyway. Aim at the top edge part. Oh yeah, you can. Look at that. Wow, the more you know. Please hold. Let's see. Where's the regular ice at? I had that somewhere. Oh, geez. It's in one of these boxes. What's behind shulker box number 2? Let's get the buttons in there so this water doesn't flow out, and then we'll just build this up with regular ice. Normally I use, like, you know, the, what you call it, kelp, but that's really only for really tall ones. If it's a really short one like this, then who cares, right? It's just a couple pieces of ice. You'll survive. Important question time. Just ask the question. Don't ask to ask the question. That came off way more aggressive than it should be. But like, this happens a lot in the Discord too. It's like, can I ask a question? It's just like, yeah. I mean, yeah. You're not allowed to ask questions. Everyone's always allowed to ask questions everywhere. Asking questions is great. But you don't have to ask to ask. There's like a whole thing about this as well. If you like look it up, there's like a graph. There's probably like a GIF about it too. It's like, just ask. You're all good. Don't sweat it, you know? Just ask. If I see the question, well, that's a whole other deal. But well, will I be upset that you asked the question? No. Is anybody else gonna be? What are the cats doing? I have no idea. Will I have an answer for your question? Probably not. Let's see. So this is gonna be water source. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, it's not gonna loop all the way back around. So we're gonna have water source here as well. Oh, this is fortune. Whoopsie. I mean, I guess we may as well just do it like that then. Yeah, you don't have to ping people for your question, though. That's not the true fact right there. Am I gonna ask a question? Yes! Actually, you know what? You in particular, no. No, we've reached the question quota for the day, and we can't accept any more questions. Sorry. You missed your chance. Should have showed up to the stream earlier. That's why you should turn on notifications. You in particular cannot ask a question. Everyone else in the chat? Yeah. So we could have composters on the end, I'm realizing. We want to have one right there. Do I think elephants see giraffes as friends? I think elephants see a lot of things as friends, because like they run away and they get scared by mice, you know? They don't want to step on the mice, you know, they're like, oh, you know, they're gentle giants until they're not. In which case, probably don't want to be around them. Yeah, look at this. We can do it like that. Okay, so, water source. We're just trying to figure out how to do this right now. We could have marked this out and created, but no. Doing it in survival. Doing it live. Doing it live. How long is a piece of string? As long as you want it to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so corners are not gonna have these. That's going to be... Ooh. Corners are going to be water sources. Why water wet? Because... That's the only reason I'm giving you. Just because... When am I moving my chess monster downstairs? I don't know. Listen, you guys are asking really difficult questions. I would appreciate some softballs over here. Like, give me an easy question over here. Right, so that's a water source. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not long enough. It's gonna stop right here. It's not even criminal scum. How are we gonna fix it? How are we gonna fix it? How are we gonna fix it? What is this for? We're trying to compost 690,000 flowers an hour. I mean, unless we move the water source. Hold up. Hold up. Stop. Please hold. We gotta do some emergency counting. Emergency counting. Oh wait, we didn't actually have to do that. We could just go over here. Hold up. Is it 8 including the source? I believe it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang it. Okay. Well, if we don't want the water to be down the middle, which, like, I think we kind of do. I mean, the ice to be down the middle. Because, like, we want it to be symmetrical. But the only way to make it not symmetrical would be... Wait. Hold up. Hold up. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let bro cook. We can have 2. Like this. Aha. And then we would keep our symmetry. Yes. Aha. Counting with silent. It's quite the interactive affair. Wait, hold up. Alright, this way. Okay, so it's gonna go this way. Okay, so items going this direction. Can I stop falling down though? That'd be great. So then we can have them on the corners like this. I believe. So we just have double the water sources, and this gets all of our items all the way around the corners, hopefully. Jeez, I hope so. Something kind of big I'll read. I don't know. I did learn how to read late, but I'm sure you guys probably figured that out by now. Let's see. So water source 1, 2, 3. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. And then 1, 2, 3, and then this one's just 2, I guess, because you know whatever. Okay, that would work. That took a while. My brain has, you know, we're sharing the brain cell right now. We're sharing the brain cell. Why does it smell like roasted pig in here? We're overheating. Okay, don't worry about it. I need some iced tea. It's actually only 85 degrees in the room right now. It's like perfectly reasonable temperature. This is like totally normal. This feels perfectly fine, actually. Okay. I overheated my brain cell to figure out this next piece of logic, but our bubble, yeah, brain cell's overheated. The flowers come in, they drop down, they go up, and then they're gonna go over, and then we were gonna have a piece of ice in the middle for nice symmetry, so we'd have like a water source right here. But then we're figuring out how to like get it all the way around, because water only goes 8, and that's a 9 block. So instead, we're gonna have 2 pieces of ice down the middle for symmetry. So now we'll have water coming in this way, items will float on across, and then water source right here, items go over, float across, they go around the corner, float across, and then we just basically zigzag that all the way back and forth. Now, each of these hoppers is going to be filled up with, you know what, I was going to do 4 non-stackable items, but we can just like put any old random item in there that we want, and that should be fine, because, you know, we're not going to be sending these items into the system. Now, I think if we do have regular stackable items in here, the hopper is still going to be trying to pick up more deep slate above it. So if we filled it up with non-stackable items, I think that's less laggy, because it's only trying to fill up that one slot, right? Now, we want to fill up these slots. That way, we don't have 5 stacks of flowers in each one of these hoppers, because they're just never going to work through that backlog. So we're going to give each hopper 1 stack of flowers each, and then that'll be fine. That was my TED Talk on flowers and composting. I hope you enjoyed. Please donate at the links below. and that's the future of composting. Feel free to applaud at any time. But yeah, this actually increases our density of composters quite a bit as well. Wait, hold up. Not this one. Not this one either. I just broke that out. Thank you. Thank you for the applause. It was deserved. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can rip out those as well. I think this is a fairly high density way of doing things as well. I mean, I'm pretty dense, so it makes sense that it would be a pretty high density way of doing things. Man, I never miss a beat when it comes to self-depreciating humor. Let's see. Always on top of it with that. Yeah, so I think we'll throw non-stackables in here. It seems like the good way to go. Want to be laggy? That's why we threw it on the very edge of the base. It shouldn't really be that bad. It's only about 2 stacks of hoppers. I don't know how many we actually used on that. Did we have a stack in... We had 106, right? So we had a stack in 42. So we used 38 composters on this one layer. Oh. We're going to need 3 layers. Right? Kaz got timed out. Did we do that? I don't know if we did that. Did someone time out Kaz? I still see you there in the chat, so apparently not. Stop! You violated the law! You're on it. Okay, good. You know, we gotta make sure to keep these hooligans from chatting too much. We wouldn't want the stream to be too active now, would we? Oh my god, we're at 2 hours for the stream. But bro, we just started placing composters. How did this happen? Where does the time go? I thought we would have this, like, done and dusted, and we would run out of things to do. And I'd be like, oh, I guess we'll go figure out the Melon Pumpkin farm. What color is this gonna be? This is gonna be orange. Let's go make some orange glass. I don't have any glass. Gotta get some glass. Yeah, so you can redeem, with your channel points, timing out someone else, if you really feel like it, because we like to do a little friendly bullying around here. No big deal. We do a little cyberbullying, just on the weekends though, and on the weekdays. Most days that end in Y. Let's do 2 stacks of glass for now. And then, this thing is still smelting? We started this smelting like 3 streams ago. Okay, it kind of ran out of lava. Which is not actually good for it, because that means we have to run it even longer. And on holidays. Yeah, the holidays that I do stream on, we do bully on those holidays as well. Especially federal holidays, yeah, we don't care about those. Federal. Get out of here. Government can't tell me what to do and when to bully people. Let's see. Oh, this has got to get more gunpowder back in the box. I was pretty sure I grabbed a stack of both, but apparently not. Right, so the big question is, where are we going to put lamps? I know you're all thinking it. Where are the lamps going to go? And unfortunately, I don't have an answer for you. I told you guys to stop asking the hard questions. And you just don't listen. Oh yeah, it's the same layout as above, actually. Yeah, same layout on both floors. Which happens to be really convenient. Don't know what smart fella designed that way, but, you know, convenience. Convenience. Did I say smart fella? I meant to say fart smella. What? Let's see. Okay, that's gonna hold in all the water, hopefully. I have to call a plumber otherwise. And then... Windows Defender did not find any viruses on my computer. Scanned it 4 times. Cool, thanks, Windows. I didn't ask you to do that, but that's kind of you. Yes, we should be streaming tomorrow. Now, I probably won't be streaming on Saturday because I am 100% not bailing on you guys to go watch the Thunderbolts movie. I am not going to watch the Thunderbolts movie. I don't know why you would think that, under what circumstances you could possibly assume that, but I will not be going to watch the movie and skipping out on live stream. Again, I am not watching the movie. Just want to make that really clear. Instead, I'll be watching Thunderbolts Star. There's a little asterisk on the end. Now that one I will be seeing. Okay, so that should actually work. Now I do have a question about how we can craft those non-stackable items. Let's go grab our sticks from the stick farm. We're gonna have to do 3 layers of this. Also, we haven't installed the hoppers underneath these things either yet. We will get to that. Yes, we believe you. Very good, very good. Lots of shovels. Yeah, I'm thinking cobblestone shovels. But I have an idea about how to craft them. That might be extra convenient. We should see that go up. Unless we missed it already. Did I miss it already? Was I that slow? Surely we saw that go up, right? Let's throw an orange dye in there, because apparently I still have that in the inventory. We should see that go up. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, I guess that was just really slow. Okay, whatever, that'll just despawn. This orange dye needs to go back into the dying to know box. Splurge and make iron shovels? We actually could. You know what? I have more iron than I have cobblestone. I have 6 double chests of cobblestone. That's only 6 stacks of 6, 12, 24, 36 stacks of iron. I have way more iron than I have cobblestone. We are 100% doing that. That is such a good idea. Where's my sticks? Sticks! Wow, we're actually out of sticks. I thought I'd have more sticks. Why not make wooden shovels of bamboo? We could. But why do that when you can make iron? We have so much iron. We gotta waste the iron somehow. Now, I'm thinking that what we can do, hoping anyway, probably should have done this before we put in the iron. Can we, oh, we need a crafting table. Oh, well. Can we just drop this out of the inventory? Oh, you can't. I was hoping we could just, like, press Q on this. You can't even do it from there? That's unfortunate, my guys. Okay. Well, let's, make a full inventory of this. I guess what we could do is we could just, like, throw all these in the water stream. And then they would just go ahead and fill up all the hoppers. And then we just go through and, like, take one out. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. Use shears. We could use shears, actually. Yeah, shears would work. We could also use chest plates. Yeah, chest plates. Chest plates would work. I think it's the most expensive non-stackable iron thing, isn't it? Oh, hopper minecarts. Yeah, there we go. Hopper minecarts, bro. Because that's 10 iron right there. Yeah, that's 1 iron more expensive. It takes a lot more time to craft though. Okay, we're gonna make this more convenient to throw items out of the inventory. Something like this. This feels kind of laggy. I don't know. It feels like the frame rate drops when I drop these. Okay, yeah, we're seeing some of them go around. That's good. Iron shovels is such a flex. I've definitely never made this many iron shovels or composters before. Okay, well, we're just working on filling up all of these hoppers with some non-stackable items right now. And as you can see, this is basically the item path. This is also showing us that, yes, indeed, these items will travel across this thing pretty well. I think we're going to line up the items before they go into this bubble column. That way they're kind of like on the edge. We don't want any of them falling in there. But then again, items float, so maybe it's not actually something that we need to worry about. And also, you probably noticed that we're using iron shovels, and that is indeed what we're doing. We have way more iron than we have cobblestone, as it turns out. So this is actually the cheapest way to do things. And if we wanted to be a real flex, we would do iron chest plates. Yeah, look how beautiful that is. Okay, and then I need to go through all of these and pick one shovel out of all of them, and that would be totally fine. Oh, that already had a thing in it. Oh my god! Synology Drive Client! Backup complete! I think it finally backed up all the files, guys. Backup task is complete. Do you want to shut the system down now? Oh my god, yeah! Wait, is that going to shut down my computer? I'm going to hit cancel on that. That's crazy. It's been literally running since, I think, the 23rd. Or, yeah, no, that's when I started backing up my files. Was literally the 23rd. That's crazy. Spoons! Spoons for everyone. Yeah, see, those items did get stuck in there. So we want to avoid that. Throw these down the line. It's probably good that we ran out of sticks. And then we can actually dump a bunch of flowers in here as well. Can I not? Excuse me. Did we crash? Is it lagging? It's lagging. It's lagging. Oh, never mind. It died. Okay. We crashed the server with our shovels, guys. Computer's overworked and unpaid. If you could see the amount of windows and tabs that I have open right now, you would realize that there is a lot of truth to that right there. Too many spoons. Too many spoons? Maybe. Maybe a few spoons. I wonder if that was an actual server crash or if it just, like, kicked me. Because it doesn't like me. It could be either. Nope, seems fine. Have the spoons only made it this far around? I guess so. Okay. Well, let's put some in there. Okay, yes, we still gotta do the last 4 of these. Wow, we actually ran out of spoons. Okay, now let's get down there. Let's get down and put some hoppers underneath all these guys. We need to actually mine out this entire area. We are fully outside the beacon range over here. Okay, that actually has to be... No, that doesn't have to be a hopper. Hold up. This one has to be a hopper. Yeah, it's pretty uncommon to make that many items for filling up hoppers. And typically, you would do that for like a furnace array or some other system where you just like don't want it to grab that many items. I think it would be fantastic if Mojang added other types of hoppers, like hoppers that only had a single slot. Like, where just like a hopper, but one slot, not 5. And then I also think it'd be great if they added like double speed hoppers. And maybe you could also have those be limited on slots. So like if we could have like a wooden hopper, which back in the day, hoppers were crafted with wood. I don't know if you know that. I know that. Did you know that? But yeah, they were crafted wood back in the day. So I think like a wooden hopper, you can make it a bit slower, but have it be like one slot, and that would be super convenient. You know, maybe it moves like 6,000 items an hour instead of 9,000. That would be fine by me, I think. I think that'd be fine for composters. And then you could also, oh, we're out of blocks? Cool. Yeah, add an extra speed, extra faster hopper. Oh, you know, that's actually a nice bottom texture. Never really looked at that before. Okay, so all of those need to be facing to the side, obviously. Do it twice! Do it again! Yeah, so these all need to be facing into some sort of auto dropper, and I'm not actually sure where all of those are gonna go, what the redstone for that's gonna look like, how exactly we're gonna do that. But I do know that this is the bottom layer, or I guess maybe this will be the middle layer. Yeah, that might actually be the middle layer. We're going to have another layer above this one. Use bricks instead of ingots. You know, single stack hopper? Yeah, brick hoppers. Why not? Have a good night, Mochi. See you on the next one. Hey, welcome back, kitty. You can lock slots for crafters. They have the technology. That's true. Facts. True facts right there. Yeah, that'd be super convenient. Just be able to lock those slots. That's actually a great idea. Okay, we're completely out of sticks. This box and this box. Of course, break out the one that has the hole underneath it. I always do that. Yeah, they should add that technology to more things, because that's pretty convenient. Being able to slot control your inventories. I'm still so surprised. Shocked. I'm in shock and awe that they actually decided to add auto crafting to the Minecraft game. It's like, what? I guess now we just mine. I wonder if they'll ever automate that too. Oh wow, these maps are really out of date, actually. We've done a lot of things since we made these. We added a farm there, there, there. We added some squares there, there, and there. And then we added a farm there. Oh, and then we removed all those cactus. And the chest monster is still there. Don't worry about it. $640,000 items an hour? It should be 690. I don't know. It's a lot. It's many. I went over there for sticks. I did not grab sticks. Hopefully that's too many. Good thing I'm gonna go AFK at the stick farm. I am, eventually. Right then, let's grab a little bit more iron. We just need like, what, 10 more shovels or something? Probably not even that many. Maybe 15. That one's got 4. That one's got 4. We're missing 4, 5, 6. Super close. Yeah, so figuring out the redstone auto droppers for these might be a little bit complicated. I guess we'll probably end up using observer clocks just because it's the smallest way to do it. I figured that'll probably be best. Oh, that one has an extra. Yeah, we need to double check all these. We don't want to be losing efficiency on our flowers. And then we can actually dump a bunch of items in here. This is 38 hoppers, right? 38 composters. Oh, maybe 34 even. Well, it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 down the middle. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. It's 36 hoppers. 36 composters. Okay, so we can throw in 36 stacks of flowers. How many do we have over here? More than that. We can throw in a bunch anyway, and then we'll see it mostly work. It's not going to actually do much of anything right now, though, because we don't have in the item collection underneath it to really manage all that. So that's what we need to figure out right now. Let's grab some droppers. Yeah. So, of course, the top is like the easy part, and now we got to figure out the bottom of this. So all of these need hoppers underneath them, leading into auto droppers. And the bone meal is going to be going out over here, but that doesn't really matter. We could just make these shoot downwards, but what we need to think about is, like, how are we going to do the systems above this? Because we're not just going to have one layer. This is only 36 composters. We need 3 times this many. Again, we made way more than that. So we need to have a layer above this and a layer below this, identical. So figuring out all of the redstone for that might be a little bit of a challenge. I don't know if it's going to require 2 blocks for the redstone or if we can make it kind of go up. As you can see, we have like a little bit of room up there. So we kind of need to figure that out real quick before we can start stacking this thing. I overspooned on one of them? Also, the thing is, this is going to make about 50,000 bone meal per hour, so we need multiple auto droppers. We'll probably have to divide this thing down the middle. I fixed it? Oh, okay. Did I? I don't know. Guess we'll just have to go double check all of them. I did count these correctly too, though, right? Pretty sure I did. Also, all the hoppers are actually facing downwards. You guys are making me second question everything. But this is fine. This gives me time to think. Let me think. Let me think. I think they're all good. Unless it's on, like, the very end right here. Yeah, they're all good. Okay. 1 dropper per 30. Well, that's obviously too many. Per 3 rows? Maybe. Overspoon. So... yeah. I think 2 droppers per layer is fine. So we could do like a hopper line going all down here, and then we just do like big zigzag. So let's start off with that. Let's do a zigzag like this. Why are these facing downwards? Did I not place them into the side? I don't know how they face downwards, but okay, cool. Whatever. Moving on. We ain't got time to worry about that. And then we're going to put in a filler block above those. That way we don't have any extra items get in there. And also, maybe that'll slightly reduce lag by like 0.1%. I don't know. Does it really matter? Who knows? I don't actually know if having blocks above them reduces lag on Bedrock. I think it does on Java. Not sure. Couldn't tell you. Spit them straight into the bubble columns. Well, we're gonna have to stack this is why. Is why I'm like having a kerfuffle about it. Is that the right word to use? Who cares? It's fun to say. You can use the wrong word as long as it sounds funny. How does it place downwards? Maybe we do have time to figure out what's up with that shenanigan. Let's take that one to... Ooh, and see, this one's got the bubble column right next to it. That's kind of annoying. So let's try and get their dropper, like... It's going to produce more. Hold up. Let's do a little calculator real quick. So it's going to be about 54,000... So 54,000, we're going to divide that by 3 because 3 layers. 18,000 per layer. Yeah, we need 2 droppers. 2 droppers going all the time. And then if we split this wrong, it's going to be wrong as well. So how many composters do we have? 36. We need to divide that by 2. That's 18 per side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so all of these need to be going into 1. And then the rest of all of these also need to go into 1, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Do I have 37? Did I count wrong? 5... plus 6, 11, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, no, they're going to be clicking constantly. We're going to have 6 auto droppers going full speed over here. Yeah, so like we're going to have a dropper somewhere in the middle. Oh, let's line them up with this. Yeah, here we go. Because then we can, have like a straight shot down the middle. Because we don't actually need a block right here. Because that's where we have buttons. Also, that glass probably just got picked up by a hopper. Nope, we got lucky this time, soldiers. So we're going to lead all of these guys into this one right here. And then the same thing on this side right here. Hopefully that's right. What do we got going on? We're composting like almost 700,000 flowers an hour. And we're trying to not overflow the system with that. Okay, we're going to recount this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so this one cuts off into there. And this one starts the next row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's 20. Okay, we're going to add another one to this one. I guess we have 38 down here. I don't know. 700,000. Good luck with that. Yeah, we're going to have 3 layers of composters. It's going to be perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, the cutoff is not right here. But the cutoff was right here. So it's right here. Okay, so I guess we're fine then. Listen, I don't know. I just know that it's a lot. So now we need to figure out the redstone. Basically, this is going to be just straight up a observer clock, not a comparator clock. We do not have room for a comparator clock. We're going to have a comparator. Why is there so many repeaters in here? Too many repeaters. We got to go make some comparators. Comparators. I brought quartz over here from the micro base. Oh, right. It takes like 3 redstone torches per, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, it's kind of all we need. Placed 1 hopper incorrectly. I'm sure I probably did. But which one? Okay, the server is about to restart. I thought it might have already restarted because we got kicked earlier, but it has not. Oh boy, so... Can I think I can do it like this. Oh no, that's gonna power those 2 hoppers. Oh no! It's gonna power the hoppers. We have to make this either face directly into the piston. We can't make it face into a block. It's gotta face into a piston or a piece of redstone dust. And then, oh, well, I guess that's all we got. That's all we got. It's done. We're done for. We're cooked. It's over. Changed my mind. It's over. Yeah, we can't really put it next to the bubbles because there's all that water right there. We could put it like next to the wall. That's we could like make it go outside the bounds of the build if we needed to. I don't know how long this server restart takes. I think it's a couple of minutes. We might have enough time to mess around with this and discover some things in survival or in a creative world. Is it gonna work? It's not gonna work. Okay, let's try figuring this out real quick. We'll just like make a quick mock-up of it right next to all these other things that we have. May as well try. Burn it on it. I mean, that's also a valid solution as well. We'll save that for about 15 minutes from now when we've ran out of ideas. So we'll get some of that, we'll get some of that, we'll get ourselves a piston, and then we'll get ourselves a couple of observers. And we need a dwopper. And a hopper. And a composter. Hey, look at that. Convenient composter right there. Yeah, so this is the general mock-up that we have on the world. See what I'm talking about? And then all of these are going to go down. Let's try not to run at that pile of garbage. So it's going to be generally like this. All right, can't place that. There we go. Convenient bit of fire on the inventory. Don't worry about it, guys. Listen, don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about here. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Guys, I'm telling you, stop worrying. It's fine. So we're going to again try with the comparator right there because that has to be there. It's gonna have to read from that inventory. And then best bet would be piston facing downwards. Really should have built this a block higher, and then I won't have to worry about this. Oh no, what I'm gonna do? We're reaching bedrock level. Yeah, so I think it's gonna have to be like this. And now, just redstone torch? That would work actually, wouldn't it? I think that would work. Let's grab this out of here. I don't know how fast that is. I don't think it's going to keep up. Well, it doesn't need to keep up with double hopper speed. It's fighting for its life right now. It's not going to keep up with double hopper speed, but it might keep up with single hopper speed. Let's put a stack of items in there. Yeah, maybe if we add a repeater in there, it might actually keep it from double pulsing like this. That might be a good idea. So let's grab one repeator. We'll put this on. That's not how you spell that. We'll put this on like 4 ticks, and then it'll basically always be active. And then we can just move this over a little bit, kind of like that. And then now how do we do it, Big Smart Man? That's a great question. That's a great question, isn't it? Yes, it is. Well, we burn it down. That's how we do it. I mean, we could do 2 like this, but then it's gonna like lock the hoppers. I don't want to strong power it, hard power it like that. Now we could also just do something like this. That would also hard power it though, so we would have to just move it back like this. Pauses in the compost are going to be my friend. Yeah, that's true. They do have a little bit of pause. I don't know if that's going to help us or hurt us. Yes, we need that one to be right there. Kind of need this piston to be like right here, which is where we had it. So like, because I like this system. This is good. Now the other way of doing it is to have our observer right there. But again, that's going to hard power it, so we don't want that. And then we could also do it like this as well, where we have like the other observer right there. But then powering that on such a small scale isn't really going to work. So it really does have to be exactly how we did it the first time around. Yeah, it's got to be like this. Okay. Well, whatever then. There's going to be a little bit of like double activation in there. I don't really like that. Yeah, see, it's like going to go up and down a bunch. Use 3 observers. Yeah. 3 observers would work. I don't know if that would be more laggy than this. I feel like it would be. And then where's all my hoppers? Give me those, and we'll put those back in there real quick, and then that should stop it from going down a bunch. No? It doesn't even fix it? It's not getting hard powered, is it? No, it's definitely not. It's just faster than hopper speed. Okay. I mean, it's not faster than 2 hopper speed, though. Yeah, see, it's getting backed up. It's only single hopper speed. It's actually faster than single hopper speed. Okay, it's like 1.5 hopper speed. Okay, so we'll just keep it as is then, because that's cheaper and simpler and less laggy anyway. So whatever. Yeah, it can power a block. That's true. We wouldn't need it. We wouldn't need the 3 observers. You are correct. Yeah, the torch can be on a block that's being powered by the observer, which, by the way, that does not work on Java Edition. Like, you can't put a torch on the back of observer like this. It just straight up doesn't work on Java. Observers never unpower torches on Java. It's kind of silly. I don't know why it's like that, but it is, you know? Can you tame a ghast on PlayStation 5? I mean, you can capture them and you can name them. The happy ghasts are only in the beta right now, though, so like you're not really gonna find them in your world right now, if that's what you mean. That has not quite been added. It's cooking. Mojang is cooking it up though. Okay, so this is gonna go downwards by 2. Ooh, gross. There's not... Is there a better way to do that? I mean... Not really. Not that I can think of. Yeah, I would prefer to have it only go downwards by 1. So, like, if we had an observer literally right here, that would be perfect. But now you have to figure out how to, like, dispower this. So you'd have to have a redstone torch in there to, like, invert it or something. Or have your piston be higher. But yeah, Vibrant Visuals is only in beta. So, let's see. There is actually a way to do that. There is a way to do that, but it's silly. I only have a single piston. What did I use all my pistons on? Did I use them all on the build? All on the flower farm? I used every single piston I had? I guess so. Yeah, so look at this. This is bad, and it's horrible, and I think you'll love it. So, a piston facing this way. Redstone torch above it. Piston right here. Doesn't work how I thought it would. And then I need a redstone dust up there. And then we also need an obsidian as well. It's, again, really stupid. Genuinely bad. But it would work. Yeah, look at that. 3 observers and 2 pistons? Wow. And then if we put some stuff in there. But it's only 1 block thick. It's only 1 block down. Now, we have to use the piston here because otherwise it would power these hoppers. And the only way to really fix that would be to move this a block to the right, because then we could have a solid block right there. But also, if that was a solid block, it would just power that directly. So then you would still want to invert it. Invert it. Yeah, so obviously this is pretty bad, but I want it to only be... Well, that's still technically 2 layers down, isn't it? Jeez, yeah. I told you it was bad. You didn't believe me. You thought I was lying. I definitely was not. It was indeed legitimately a bad idea. Yes, that's just going to have to be how that is. But that should keep up with all the bone meal. And now, if we put some stairs in front of those, the items would fall straight down. But we don't really want that because we want this whole area to be open up. So we're going to put a couple of glass blocks around there, and that should be fine. And then, yeah, so it's 2 blocks deep, isn't it? Yeah, it goes 2 blocks below the hopper line. But it's in between the rows, so technically that should be fine. As long as this right here is not at the same layer as the water, then we're good. Oh, if it was a block lower, then it would power these hoppers. Yeah, we don't need the repeaters anymore, because that didn't really help us anyway. How do we want to fix that? I mean, we could use No, because if we had a observer facing downwards right here, it would power the hoppers to either side. Because I was thinking we could put like a dropper or a piece of rail right here where this torch is, and then have another observer facing upwards. But we kind of can't. A rail right there would kind of solve it. Or... yeah, because there's just so many hoppers. We're trying not to power all these hoppers. That's the real dilemma right here, is the hoppers. Trying to power all those guys. So it goes 2 blocks below your hopper line. And the second layer below has a redstone torch. So that means that our redstone torch can't be right here. It could be down by the composters. But that's not going to work because that's too far down. So the lowest layer that we could have our hoppers is right here. And the redstone goes 2 layers below that. So that means that the lowest layer that we have our hoppers is actually right there. So it's actually like this. And I'm sure something went into a hopper somewhere. Apparently not. Magic. Yeah, so it has to go 2 layers. I guess that's how we do it. I was hoping it would be a bit more compact than that. I mean, that's if we want the redstone in the middle, though. I mean, if we put it on the edges, that would be a little bit easier, wouldn't it? Yeah, like if we had the redstone over here on the backside or something, I mean, that'd be significantly easier. Because then we could have, like, a dropper right here. Right where this is. And then we could have the redstone going to, the side. Going to the side. And we could, like, face it, yeah. So is this right here the center row? I don't actually know. I didn't mean to break that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. We actually... okay, cool. Symmetry. We love it. We love to see it. So we can have... I don't know how we would do the droppers symmetrically. But they'd probably drop right here. And drop right here as well. Something like that, if I had to assume. Yeah, that'd be significantly easier. So the back of the building would just be like a little bit ugly. Oh, wait, no. So there's a bunch of redstone down here. Yeah, That's a problem, isn't it? That is a problem as well. What do you guys think? We could put the... well, no, if we put it on the front, then our water streams are going to be a little bit stupid looking. We could have a dropper on either side. We could put it on the side so that it's like right here. Boop. And then we'd have like a little 3 by... maybe 2 by piece of redstone. How far back does that redstone go? Is it 2 back? Yes. So it's 3 by 3 by... yeah, just 3 by 3. Yeah, if we did it on the sides, that'd be significantly easier. I would probably do it like this. Because then it's going to be like a full 5 wide. Because it would be... you know, dropper, airspace, comparator, piston, and then we would decorate it so that it's like this. So that would be 6 wide. Dang it! Lack of symmetry. You know what? The backside wouldn't get decorated. Boom! Problem solved. Symmetry again. We'd have to shift it a block to the left, though. Items would not fall out right here. Petition for a 6-hour stream. I think the longest stream we've ever done is 8 hours. Oh, maybe it was 9, actually. I don't know. You'd have to look at the silent, too. Cape live streams. Capes were driving me mad. Driving me mad! 2 sticky pistons? 2? Now you're getting out of hand over here. Yeah, now you're getting out of hand. Okay, so let's get a little clip about this dilemma, shall we? Figuring out the solution for the auto dropper for getting all the bone meal out of these hoppers is a little bit complicated. So we have an auto dropper figured out here. The problem is that it goes downwards by 2 blocks. And maybe there's a way to fix that, maybe not. Because it goes downwards by 2 blocks, that means that the next layer is going to be all the way up here. Like, these are where the next composters are going to be. And I kind of want the next composters to be, like, right here. And then the hopper layer to be, like, right there. I want it to be nice and clean and super compact. Just so that it's, like, an extra pain to walk around in here and, like, actually service the build. You know, it's got to be basically impossible to get into if you want to be considered good redstone. So that's the current dilemma. We're gonna mess around with this little, you know, hopper clock situation for a minute. No, not a hopper clock, dropper clock, auto dropper, whatever you call it. Yeah. So can it go upwards? Because we haven't really thought about that, have we? Let's try that out. We'll just build this on the surface. That sounds a lot easier. So, boom, boom. How would you do that? Because you want an observer to be basically right here so that it powers that. Or, alternatively, you could actually have a redstone torch be on this block like this, because that wouldn't actually power anything. So how do you go about doing that? This is a redstone challenge for you. You can play along. We can't hard power a block. We can't have a block right here because that will lock our hoppers. Unless we move this over a little bit. We could have it be lined up with like this right here. But, oh no, that's still... Yeah, that still wouldn't work. There's still hoppers there. Never mind. There is no solution. You have to have it basically power the piston. Power pistons directly. Am I going to play Reforge? I don't know. Maybe. Do, 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 do. Now, if we wanted it to be just permanently on, this is how we would do it. This isn't quite right. We gotta get an inversion in there. Gotta get inverted. See, that wouldn't work either, because now if we have redstone dust right there, it's gonna power hoppers. It's gonna power hoppers. We gotta work it. Works if you work it. Interesting. The only other way that we can send it is this way. So we'd have an observer facing downwards right here to detect this observer facing upwards. And then... and then it would be... observer block. 4 observers! Oh, man! Now we're cooking with something that's really not that good at cooking. We're cooking with, like, wet leaves over here. I mean, that would certainly be a way of doing it. Yeah, that would certainly be a way of doing it. Yeah, we can't even have this, like, observer power some redstone or something, because this block, like, moves. I mean, geez. I mean, that would technically work, but it's really not that great, is it? See, that's why I like to design things in creative. It's a lot more straightforward. Instead of bopping around in survival. I mean, it works though. Works real fast. Let's see how fast it is. It still does the double pulsing thing. It's not going to be faster than two item streams, though, is it? No, it's getting backed up. Major backlog. Can the dropper power the piston directly? Can the dropper power the piston directly? Yeah, so we have hoppers in like all of these areas, right? So we're trying not to hard power any of these guys. That's really the big thing that we're trying to avoid. So I think the best way to go about this with like the least amount of stupidness is to move our auto droppers to the sides of the build on the outside, and then instead of having a square building, we'll have a slightly it's got a little bit of sides on it. Yeah, it's gained a little bit of weight, and it's young age of less than like 2 hours old. Yeah, it's just a little bit. It's got some. Yeah. You know how babies have like the super chubby arms? Yeah, it's got that. It's got that going on. Yeah. Yeah, that's how. Yeah, that's how it is. So we'll just do like over here. They have to be. They're gonna be getting powered, like hard powered, like constant. So it's not gonna be like, do. It's gonna be like do, and just constantly powered. Because this comparator is gonna be putting out like a constant signal. It's not gonna be clocking enough anyway. But I do like how you're thinking outside the box over here. Yeah. So is this where we want our dropper? That's one of our other questions. I guess technically this is gonna be underground. This one will be. We're gonna have one of these above ground as well, though. I'm just thinking about like how do we want the above one to look? Because that's gonna kind of determine a lot. So this right here is the middle, and this thing is technically 4 blocks long. Can we make it longer? If we can make it 5 blocks long, that would actually solve our symmetry issue. So we could do like this, and then, oh man, I need like, let's just go work on the one down there. My inventory is such a mess right now. I don't even know what half of this stuff is. I can't even name half of this. Put that away. That's taking up room for no reason. Got 2 pieces of glass in here taking up room. All of our junk shulkers are full of junk. No! Ah, jeez. Everything's going wrong. Everything's going wrong. We spent like 20 minutes on this. It's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, so basically this observer would be moved over by a block. We would have to have another observer. It would have to be a 3 observer system. Yeah. That's the only way. Are we willing to make it slightly stupider in order to make it symmetrical? I think the answer is probably. But then again, if we were doing slightly stupider, this one was also available, and I forget how to build it now. I'm pretty sure this was 4 observers, though. And the slightly symmetrical one was 3 observers. So I think we'll just go for that. Great. And technically, only the one that's above ground needs to be slightly janky, because that's the one that requires the area to be symmetrical. But this one right here can be any way you want. All right. Also, I think, hold up. Is it going to be... Ooh, it's going to be on a block over. It's going to be right here. It's going to be 1 extra hopper, guys. What about just less hoppers? No! We need all those hoppers. Every single one of these needs a hop underneath it. It's just, that's how it goes. If there was a way to do it without hoppers, man, I would be all over that. But this is the way Mojang wants it, so this is the way Mojang gets it. So, dropper, block, comparator, piston, and then block right there. This needs to move forward by a block. Okay, so our droppers, we figured it out, guys. Okay, sorry, that took a very long time, but we figured it out. Dropper is gonna be going right there. This is where droppers go. Everybody remember that. That where dropper go. Jeez. Actually, it's gonna go right here. All right, we're gonna have to turn around some of these things. Ridiculous. The things I do for symmetry. I just want the base to look nice, guys. Trying my best over here. Yeah, so all of these are going to get flipped around. You know, prime time to count them again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then this one's 18. And that one's 19. And then all of these ones are mostly facing the right way. This one's 18, right? Did I already lose track? I might have already lost track. Can't hopper minecarts pull bone meal from composters? I don't know. I've never actually seen anyone try it. That's a good question, though. I didn't think about that. Great question. What a concept. You should have brought that up like 3 hours ago. What are you waiting for? Jeez, come on. My guy. You're just now mentioning this? I don't think it'd be fast enough, though. Because each one of these is producing 9,000 an hour. Right? So, yeah, we're going to have to use a hopper line. Because otherwise we would need 3 droppers per layer. And now you're just getting way overcomplicated. 3 is where I draw the line. Oh, no! There's redstone! Oh, God, no. We can't even do how I wanted to do it. Oh, no, jeez. Oh, come on. There's redstone right here, guys. The solution that we had is not a solution because it's... Ah, jeez. Bruh. Because it was supposed to be right here. Okay, they're gonna have to go on the back. But wait. There's more! Oh, jeez. Where are we gonna put it? Huh, okay. That is indeed a problem, isn't it? Well then. We might have to do our super janky solution with the 4 observers. Yeah, we're gonna I think we'll have to do the super janky solution with 4 observers. Super janky solution with 4 observers. Super janky solution with 4 observers. Which means that we'll have to turn around all these hoppers again. Oof. 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 Okay. Well, I guess we save a hopper on that. Well. Dang. I mean, yeah, a solution is a solution. It's just not one that I'm happy about. I mean, it'll work. In the grand scheme of things, this is already the laggiest thing in the base. So, like, a couple extra observers really ain't nothing. And also, can we please get rid of some stuff from the inventory? I don't know why you guys keep saying I need to pick up all these items. You just refuse to let me drop items. I don't know what your problem is, but you guys need to chill on making me collect every item in the game. I mean, I know you want to be a collectionist, a collectioneer. I don't know what your fancy terminology means, but I'm done with it. It's over. If it works, it ain't broken. I mean, but like, but my good solutions. Also, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna have to do it like this, because I think this is the middle layer right here. Yeah. So it's this one and this one, not that one. Okay. Let's count it. 1, 2. Right. Let's count from this side. It should be an even split. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's only 12. Only 12. And then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then that's 18 right there. We can just make that one like go like this. Yeah, that's 18. We're going to make this hopper line go around the other way. Just give it a slightly shorter path of travel. That actually saves us a hopper as well. Look at that, efficiency. So that's 18. We're going to put 18 items in there so I remember that. And now let's do this side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And now we have 1 left. So there is 37. Okay. I don't know why. I've been struggling this entire time to figure out, like, how many actually are there. So I guess we'll just send that to... I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll just send it to the right, whatever, right? Okay, that should be perfectly fine. So now, how do we build our super janky solution from Super Janky Town? I actually don't really remember. It was really bad, though. It was genuinely horrific. So... I mean, it wasn't like the worst thing. It was pretty close. It was pretty close to the worst thing. Let's not gaslight ourselves too much over here now. We need to be real and realize that it was pretty bad. Okay. That went into the inventory. So, it's an observer facing upwards right there. And then 2 observers right here. Oh, wow, I can stand down here. Incredible. 2 observers right here. And then we're gonna use a concrete because we have to redeem this build somehow. And then that. And now I can't walk in here. Well, so much for that. That was short-lived. Yeah, so kind of a long time to figure out this, like, what should have been a simple solution, but you know, this is what you get when you design things in survival. Everything takes 3 times as long, and your inventory is a mess. And you don't get a very good solution, but you do get a solution. And you know what? That's fine. We're having fun. Are you having fun? I hope you're having fun. You better be having fun. This is a threat. Okay, there we go. And you know what? You can't even see the jank. Can't even see it. Yeah, so we'll just make this, like, shoot into a couple blocks right here, and then it'll, like, mostly fall straight down. Perfect. Okay, then. You know what? I'm willing to call that a win. It's a win by like 1/10 of a point, but it's a win nonetheless. So we'll take it. Yeah, but the thing about dropping it down is we're stacking this thing up by 3 layers, right? So every block that we add vertically is like, it's gonna multiply and it's gonna make it look worser. So now that we figured out this solution to the redstone, as you can see, it's just 1 block down right here, which is the best we can do. Unless, no, we're not messing with it anymore. It's 1 block below the hopper line, and it's actually in between the lines as well, so it's really not actually a problem, because that could just be like a normal glass block. So now, if we go ahead and we have in our hopper line, let's let's get in a little pretend hopper line right here. We'll try and send it to the right direction. I need another dropper. Yeah, so our next 2 droppers are going to be like right here and right here. And then as you can see, the comparators are going to sit on the floor right here. So it's like not actually a problem, right? Put away all my redstone materials. Why would I do that? It's a bad idea. Yeah, so now we can have this be as compact as possible. Which means that it is going to be, you know, kind of silly to get in here and walk around, but that's fine. Yeah, so now all of our composters go up there. So it's just going to be a giant cube of composting. The compost cube. Sounds kind of ominous, doesn't it? There's a hole right there. Compost cube. I like it. Okay. Zloy! Hey! Kind of perfect timing. Now, before we decide to do anything silly, we're going to drop a bunch of flowers in here and see what happens. Oh, we have an extra shulker this entire time. Not anymore, we don't. Not that button. Call it the graveyard. That's not a bad idea either, actually. Okay, so we have a solution figured out for the auto dropper. It requires 4 observers, and it's kind of horrific, so I'm not going to show you how it works. But as you can see, this is where the next layer of droppers could be. Now, that would mean that our hoppers are directly above the next water streams, which is what I wanted, because that's ultra compact. Fantastic. Now, if we wanted to get in here, that means that we would have to swim, and that would actually be relatively fine. And, you know, it's not the worst thing ever. It wouldn't be so bad. So we'll probably end up doing that. And now all of this thing is actually pretty much ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and throw in ourselves 37 stacks of flowers just to see how exactly it handles just way too much stuff. And it should sound absolutely beautiful. That was more than I wasn't counting. Let's throw in some more. Oh, there they go. Well, we can keep that as a feature. That sounds great. Beautiful. So each one of these is going to pick up... I think I crashed the server. Hello? Knock, knock. Hello? Hello? Oh, that's not a good sign. Well, the compost cube is too powerful. It's too powerful. Flower. Yeah. Whoopsie. Did I do that? Flower power plant. That's a pretty good name. I might have... Guys, I might have killed the server. I might have done it. You know what? Zloy was online. I think I'll blame it on Zloy. Surely they did something equally as ridiculous as the compost cube. Bro. Okay, well. Did I kill the server? Hold up. Can I check Nodecraft? Nodecraft. Oh, is it gonna work? Hey! Okay, it's totally fine. Nothing went wrong at all. And as you can see, it sounds beautiful. That didn't actually get all the way around even. You got to hear. Sounds beautiful. Look at all this bone meal it's producing. Lovely. That was like 2 stacks of bone meal. More even. Cool beans. We absolutely love it. We're going to throw the rest of our items in there. Why not? Let's do it. We only crashed the server once with that. It's fine. It's not. Surely it won't crash again. Right? No, that would be ridiculous. If it crashes again, then we'll know it's actually the farm. But otherwise, it's just coincidence. Oh, hi. This is Loy. How's it going? You like my flower power? Lovely. Yeah, so just imagine this, but times 3 layers. Brilliant. Brilliant. It's beatboxing. It's beating up the server is what it's doing. Why is there flour? Thanks. I can't actually compost this. Oh, wait, can I not? You can't compost sugar? Why not? Okay, well, thanks. Thanks for the flowers, Sloy. Sloy just gave me flowers. Does this mean we're Valentines? I guess so. Don't bring up the dating sim video that he did like 6 years ago. So this is going to run both flower farms? Yeah, so all 6 layers are going to go into the 3 layers of composters, and then bone meal will go back out. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take all of the bone meal from here, send it down this lovely, very watery water stream that we have, and then it's going to go all the way down over here. It's going to cross over the stream of the iron farm, and then drop it straight down this hole right here. And then all of that is going to go up this elevator. Boop, there it goes, and zigzag down. Once all the bone meal is done from there, and once all of these have a nice, you know, all 5 layers have a stockpile of 5 stacks, any extra bone meal that somehow magically survived the onslaught of flower farmage will come up over here, and then we'll send it back to the base. Or we'll send it off to another farm that requires bone meal, I guess. I don't... Listen, that's too many questions. Stop asking questions. Also, thank you for the super chat. That's what you call it now. Yes. It's great. Much appreciated, Salvin. Another super chat from you. Jeez. Probably have a couple dozen pistons firing, but not actually doing anything. Yeah, I mean, that'll make it look more technical. So we're going to wrap this up in tomorrow's live stream, but otherwise, I hope you guys had a good one tonight. Thank you all for stopping by the live stream over on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube as well. Of course, we're triple streaming. You can follow me on all platforms. My name is Silent Whisper absolutely everywhere. On YouTube, on Twitch, on TikTok, on Discord, on Patreon, on Twitter, on Threads, on Blue Sky, on Instagram. We have a lot of places that we happen to be. And you can check us out on all of those. But we're going to end by rating someone as we usually do. So if you want to stop by another stream, then you can see what's happening. I thought Zloy was supposed to be live. I don't see him live. Please give me a moment, and we'll see what happens. I thought you guys said he was streaming. He is. Why was he not on my follow list? I know I'm following Zloy. I'm not following Zloy! When did someone hacked my account? Wait, did he change his name? He changed his name. That's what happened. Bruh. I've been caught red-handed. Okay, we're gonna go raid Zloy. Because he's streaming on the Truly Bedrock server. You guys know the deal. Go head over there. Tell him where he came from. Drop by his channel. Tell him how he's doing. And I'll see you over there and in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Where is the YouTube chat? Boom, there's the link and the YouTube chat. Go watch them. And then in the TikTok chat as well. Go watch. Okay. That's it for me. Bye-bye.